What's good, everybody? Welcome to the No Need to Debate podcast. I go by Marc-Baze. That's Marc-Baze. Can't forget the hyphen. Now, on this podcast, we'll have conversations driven by music and the industry to highlight the fact that our experiences in life and with music shapes our perspective on the world and our taste in music. Now, while the title reads No Need to Debate, we'll be forced to debate because I ain't doing this alone. I got my cousin Rome joining me, and he be having some wild hot takes. However, it's our differences mixed with our ability to be open that allows us to have these conversations, which helps us grow each episode. So hopefully this podcast will encourage y'all to use this approach in conversations that are way more difficult to have. This is episode 1, and I hope y'all stick around for the journey.
Who's the judge?
The judge is God.
No Need to Debate, a podcast. No Need to Debate, a podcast.
Who's the judge? Who's the judge?
A podcast.
Who's the judge?
The judge is God.
A podcast.
Who's the judge?
The judge is
No Need to Debate, a podcast.
the judge is God.
No Need to Debate. No Need to Debate.
What I've been doing recently is reading niggas' lyrics. Like, even if I just heard the song for the first time, I go straight to the lyrics. I click on lyric shit.
First time?
Yeah, first time I just, huh? Mm-hmm. You sure? Hey, we talk. This a combo. Feel me? That's what I'm trying to. I'm just trying to have like vibes, authentic vibes. So, you know, whatever takes place, whatever happens, whatever develops from the convo, that's what it is.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like that's one probably top six verses I heard. He did good on that one. And you know I'm not a Jay-Z fan. He did good.
Right. I mean, you'll get into a whole more. I feel like the older you get, the more you're gonna get into it.
You know what it is? I kind of shut him out, being that I don't like him. So when it's hard for me to hear something and be like, yeah, I like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I do hear it, even if I don't admit it, but that's fire. Like I ain't gonna lie, the whole song fire. I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had bars. He spit some. He got back to he was talking about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, he said some shit like saving up your bread, and he, even though he always speak about it, but he speak about it in a. It's not that it go over my head. It just I can't connect with it as much. You know what I'm saying? Like he could say some shit and I understand it, but it don't necessarily connect with me. And if he probably dumb it, it's sad to say it, if he dumb it down a little bit, and that's probably why these niggas is because they fresh out the street. So that's probably why they connect a little bit more. He been out the streets for a couple years, so he more of got a different level of thinking, and he's more probably, you know, thinking of it on a monopoly level, and you know what I mean, we still looking at it on a lower level, so it's hard to connect with it. But that right there I could connect with. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
But even if you go back to older Ho, where he was like still in the street, he was still talking.
But you know,
talking boss talk.
I ain't listen to none
right.
of that. You know
I know.
saying? That's wild.
And if you listen to that shit, like shut all that bullshit out. If you listen to it and just hear what he's saying, even if you if you don't fuck with the beat, if you don't listen to what he's saying, then you'll get into it. Cause like I wasn't always a fan of Hov's, of like his flow, the way he rap, like all the time. His shit didn't really stand out to me, but for some reason it was the popular thing. It was the best thing going. And when I was young and just started to consume music, Hov was already popping, so I didn't see that rise. I didn't see that. So like he was already established and people was already giving him this.
Like Jordan.
When we started consuming music, we started getting 50. We heard the stories of like 50's start.
We seen it too.
We seen it. Yeah. You feel me? So even though it was shit that was done way before Get Rich or Die Trying in rap, that we probably didn't see. Like I didn't hear how to rob. I didn't hear that first. I heard that like after I was older and went back to the shit. So I don't know. I feel like if you listen to Hov, he always talks some shit. But what's been getting me into artists, even artists that I don't like you said, newer artists too. When I listen to their lyrics, I'll be like, oh, he actually says some shit here.
Like who?
Like Kodak. I didn't always like Kodak. I didn't always like Juice WRLD, but I respected Juice WRLD once I seen him freestyle off the top of his head. I was like, that nigga's really talented. He really got a knack for this shit.
He definitely,
You feel me?
He was different. He was definitely different.
And he made his songs. Like, even if I wasn't a fan of his songs, he made his songs. You feel me? So I had my
moved the culture.
Right.
Definitely moved the culture a little bit. Yeah,
and my man's is a huge Juice WRLD fan. I had him on the podcast the other day, and we was just doing a trial version. I was like, what would you say is Juice WRLD's major, like, his major impact on the culture? Like, what do you think he impacted most? And he's like, I mean, the way he talks about drugs and depression and da-da-da, I'm like, stop right there. When you just highlight the drugs, that take away from the talent surrounding everything else. Like, you highlight in the way that he spoke about drugs. Mm-hmm. When I listen to some of his shit, and when you put me on to some of his shit, like when you give me bars that he said, I'm like, damn, that's some. He must have been.
And you don't do drugs, so
right.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, he must have been in a painful place, and to get this off and express this in a vulnerable way, I see why people could gravitate to it.
That's why it's like, I don't do drugs and shit like that, but I could still relate to a person being in a down spot and still being in and feeling helpless, or still, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody go through things. You know what I'm saying? They just going through something with drugs.
Right.
And I mean, so I could definitely, the Kodak thing though, I don't understand that. The Kodak, I don't understand. I can't. It's not that I can't relate to Kodak, because he's basically, I guess, a representation of one of the representation of the streets. So it's supposed to be. But I don't get it. Like his the way he go about things and the things he do is too. It's not manly. Like, he do certain things that just I can't respect, and he think because he want to be tough that it's, and I mean, it overrides everything else that he does, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he do a lot of things and shit just be accepted just because it's like, oh, it's cool that he crit. Like, nah.
Right.
He did. You know what I'm saying? Like, even and we ain't gonna Nipsey, the whole situation, even the shit he spoke about in jail. He's speaking about people. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, his music ain't that good for him to be damn near like be able to. I mean, until he could say whatever he want and do whatever he want, is like, bro, you're not that, like, I mean, your music don't be hitting like that for you to be able to have that much opinions and be that freely to say shit and not have no consequences. Like, nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want him to get beat up, but it's like somebody should hold him accountable for things he say. And I feel like he apologized when he's ready, and when he feel like he, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. As a man, you just got to watch what you say, or you should, you know what I mean, consequences. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Because it could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? As far as his music, I definitely don't get it. I can't listen to it.
I'm a fan of some of Kodak's music. I won't say I'm a fan of everything, and I wasn't always a fan of Kodak either. But when I watch some of
newer music, or
more recent, like, I'm a fan of Dying to Live. I'm a fan of that album. And when I watch Kodak interviews, I got a better understanding of him. And he's also young. He's also younger than me.
I get an understanding.
We might be around the same age.
Not to cut you off. I get an understanding of him because of where he from. I know Miami, you know, wherever he surrounded, Dade County area, whatever that is. I'm saying them niggas, they move a little different. They move how he is. They all like that. There's a million niggas out there with that hairstyle. Mm-hmm. Gold teeth, they talking like that, they moving like that, them niggas off the pill, whatever. I get it. That's your environment, because we all products of our environment. You know what I'm saying? We go somewhere else, we be a fish out of water, nigga. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Every culture, everywhere you go is going to be different, so I get it. But the music, even, I can't even, because this plays like Trippie Redd. Like, I fuck with Trippie Redd, and he make music. It's not traditional music. Even when I hear it, sometimes I be like, he take chances, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't always work. And sometimes it sound, but I just fuck with it. And he different. He come from a whole different, I don't know, Trippie. He look like one of them drug addict niggas with, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I still connect with the music. Even though he's not rapping about nothing. Like, besides him being brokenhearted, I've never been brokenhearted, but I could relate to it. Right. Besides that, I can't really relate to it, but I like the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he makes good music. Trippie Redd definitely makes good music.
Kodak is more of like, I feel like he's more of a person that got lit, and he is like, you know what I'm saying, is no, it's just he got fans. He built the fan base, and it's just that's what it is. I don't feel like his music. Like I don't feel like his music is like made a impact in the culture or did anything to the culture. He's not one of those people.
Nah, it did because his music fake has an impact on why Cardi is the biggest woman artist.
Cardi B, because of that
Cardi
song?
B, because that flow was crazy. No Flocking was crazy. And Cardi used the flow. Like, she wouldn't have had that. Even though she was working, she may have hit one time or another. But
Let me ask you this question, though. Did anybody even care about the Kodak song? After, like, was it like, oh, because, you know, some people use songs or use samples and use sounds and use flows, and you be like, okay, you get it. Was it really even like that?
not in parties. I was in parties and No Flocking was going off before that shit was going off. Like, No Flocking was getting played in parties heavy. And I was in parties when No Flocking was playing.
And I ain't gonna lie, me,
before Cardi
I never
dropped.
really heard No Flocking. I heard about No Flocking after, but I'm not a Kodak fan, so I
Right.
never really listened. I can't say, you know what I'm saying? When
But
I
it
heard
wasn't
about-
even in Kodak fans. It was in rotation. The DJ's playing that in rotation with
I was
everything.
never hearing that
With
shit.
everything. No Flocking is hitting.
And then not
It was like a summer No Flocking was hitting.
when I seen it, and I was like, oh, this shit was like mad long ago. So when she came out and she did her thing with that, it was more of like, it didn't have no effect. Like, oh, she took this floor. Like, it was like, it was fresh for me.
Yeah.
But I guess for people that was Kodak from like, oh, yo, she took this. But it was fresh for me. So I don't give Kodak that props to saying like, oh, he helped her be an artist. Because I feel like, if anything, she a bigger artist than him. And it happens like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But even in his city, like, he's only one of the big, like, X was a bigger artist than him. There's a lot of people in Florida that's bigger artists than him, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't help them. I don't think he helped them in no way. So for him to stretch over here and help New York is crazy. I feel like I feel like the song maybe, but she probably would have hit already. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, she definitely would have hit.
I guess
because she had some shit in the tuck, but that shit set it off.
Because album
That shit
wise,
set it off.
he went platinum before.
Um,
Even though that don't mean nothing.
right.
I'm not
I think
saying-
Dying
I'm
to
just
Live
asking.
went platinum, but there's a couple Kodak songs that went platinum. Like, he had Travis Scott lit on the shit around the time, what was that, Astro World drop?
He was on Astro World?
He had that shit
The
popping.
Z mix.
ZZ.
Yeah, Z.
He had that shit popping. It'd be hard. He had jaw locking.
Yeah.
He
See,
had jaw
that was a
locking.
good song.
He had
That was a
jaw
good
locking.
song. That was a good song, right? But that was his song or French song?
That was French, but that was basically Kodak on the song, you know?
Yeah, but you know why
And French
just
be producing.
you know why I like
French producing,
Yeah,
so-
but you know why I like judging artists on songs that they do by themselves. Cause I was me and Zamora, this is off the top, but yesterday she was asking me like, yo, what's the big thing about Eminem? Why people like Eminem? I'm like, cause like he made good songs, but also when he was on songs, he was known for when he made songs with people that he washed them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was known for doing songs with great artists and washing them up on their song. So that's how I was like, damn, Eminem, this white boy coming up on niggas' songs, wilding on niggas' songs. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, oh, because she didn't get
Right.
it. She's like, Eminem is a big why. I see a big, you know, she listens to reggaeton and that shit. So I'm trying to explain to her, but I'm like, it counts because he was also able to make good songs on his own. So
Right.
I feel like if you make good songs, like you give somebody a good verse,
album.
it's easy to give people good verses. You know what I'm saying? You could jump on somebody's song. French might give somebody good verses.
He had
That
tunnel
don't
vision.
necessarily-
Tunnel vision. Go that down.
That was it.
He had
That
tunnel
was it.
vision.
That was
That-
good.
that was that
good.
on his
Tunnel
own.
vision was good. That was one. That was
Yeah.
one. And he had one more that I used to like. But I feel like as far as like,
He had Roll in Peace.
which one was that?
I don't even roll in peace. You don't believe it. Kodak has some, like, he's clicking.
right.
He's hitting.
All right, wait, hold
He's
on.
hitting.
All right,
Hold
wait,
on. He's
hold on,
hitting.
hold on.
He's hitting.
That's all right. We're gonna you can't give me 4 though. You know what
Huh?
I'm saying? You can't give me 4. He had a good
And No Flocking. Like, and No Flocking
No
influenced
Flocking
Cardi.
wasn't good. You think No Flocking was a good song?
Yes. Because I didn't like Kodak, right? I didn't like Kodak at all. I was in a Syph, mad niggas, right? And it's the first time I smoked this many blunts. No lie, we had to smoke like 13, maybe 17 blunts. Feel me? And they played No Flocking, and I was just down. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? Bass was bumping, everything was going, and the video was going too. So I'm like, I'm looking at him, like, I remember being in class with niggas like Kodak, and think about it, it was niggas in school that you couldn't get with, that you didn't understand they vibe, whether they was bullies, whether they was bad, they acted out, whatever it was, you couldn't get with their vibes, but it was something about them, with them being in class with you. Now, you don't even got to be cool with them. It's just like
you cool with it. Like you, even though it's different, you cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't
it's not even that I'm cool with it. It's like, damn, I want to understand more. Like, what the fuck is, like, what's wrong? What's up?
Got his way,
what's up? And I'm not like that with every artist. Like Lil Pump, sorry to say, I just can't get with Lil Pump. I can't get with anything that nigga do. Everything is surrounded around clout chasing, and there's no good music being produced out of that. There's no good music being produced out of that.
You recording this, yo?
I am recording this, and this is not what I wanted this, but I'm gonna go into the intro because this is not what I wanted it to be about. But fuck it, if we going through this, we gonna do it, and niggas just gonna respect my opinion.
This is what I'm gonna say. I feel like Lil Pump is a better artist than Kodak Black.
Fuck out of here! Hell no! Get the hell out of here! And I'm not into commenting on artists, but fuck out of here. You're wildin'.
I'm telling you.
You're wildin'. I just named a couple songs and songs that impact this shit. Songs that had other artists.
Gucci Gang impacted.
Gucci Gang impacted. It was a song that clicked. It went off, but also
that had all the kids screaming Gucci.
It had all the kids screaming Gucci Gang. That may go off if Gucci the clothing line is still popular. You know, if there's nothing relevant in 10 years, hold on. In 10 years from now, if there's nothing relevant about Gucci, I don't think anybody is going to care about that song.
People don't care
about. You feel me? Because nobody's going to care about a song that's talking about FUBU right now, right? And FUBU is for us by us. Yeah. Right? Nobody's going to care about a song that's talking about Fat Farm right now. Because
I'm talking about.
We listen to apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Let's talk about lyrics. My fault, not to cut you off. Let's talk about lyrics.
It's not, if we're talking about lyrics, Lil Pump doesn't come nowhere near Kodak if we're talking about lyrics.
Lyrics?
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
No.
Gotta
if we're talking about content, substance,
you know,
no way.
All right, this one
no
I'm
way.
Say. You said you're not a fan of the cloud chasing. Kodak is a cloud chaser.
It's a vibe. And that's what I think. And we've been having this discussion of where do new hip hop lie? And I don't think it's new hip hop. I just think that there's so many subgenres of hip hop that we don't know how to categorize certain things. So when we talk about the things where we don't know what the fuck they saying is just a good song, I think we should categorize that as vibes because it's providing a vibe. You feel me? This is vibes in hip hop.
If you feeling that, yeah, exactly. But I can definitely say it was definitely a new hip hop. That like a new era that came in and definitely changed. Like maybe 2012, 2013. That definitely, the vibe. Definitely, you're right. The vibe, because it's not lyrics. They saying basically the same shit. But the vibe came in and, you know what I'm saying, from the older school of substance, and it got more violent. I feel like now it got a lot more violent. That's what people want to hear, you know what I'm saying? So that's when it came in with the Chief Keef.
I don't know. My like, Peep said some shit where he was like punching.
No, it was
definitely. He's punch a nigga in the face, stab him with his nose bone.
Yeah.
Punch a nigga in the face.
Like you had him, ODB, you had Wu-Tang, you had Jade. You know, you had the Locks. You had people that was definitely violent. But I feel like now
Big L was going crazy. That nigga was saying some shit.
That
Big
L
was saying some shit.
You know what I'm saying, but those were like the top artists. You had artists that was coming out that was scared.
Hold on, let me hit you with a bar. Fill a nigga with so much lead he could use his dick for a pencil.
Yeah. See, that's bars. That's bars. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's that's what, the 90s.
That was early 90s.
Early 90s, you know what I'm saying? So niggas was definitely on it. But I feel like now, that new wave that came in as young, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, I shoot your grandmother. Like, that new era shit came with no respect. That's what I could say. It's not violence. It's just the respect. Nobody got no, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fitting for themselves.
Found your brother hiding in the room. Fucked him with the broom, split him down the back, and threw salt in the wound.
I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm about to lose a lot of y'all.
Nah, but I already know what you're about to say.
I'm about to lose a lot of y'all. I am not a Biggie fan.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something different.
No,
I thought you was gonna say niggas wasn't living that level of life.
I'm about to say that.
Even though I don't know what them niggas was doing back then. That's what I thought you was about to say.
I'm not too heavy on the Biggie, you know what I'm saying, Brooklyn, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely not so I can't, that I can't
How are you not a Biggie fan at this point in your life?
It never
Even if you're not a Biggie fan,
it never
like-
stuck with me. It never. I used to, you know how you view somebody a certain way, and it just.
There's a
hard.
Biggie doc dropping on Netflix.
Yeah, I was hearing about it on my way
Tune
over
in.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because it's certain docs I won't. I'm saying I definitely won't watch, but I'm gonna definitely watch that because it's Brooklyn. I definitely respect what he did for hip hop. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that off the bat. I definitely respect what he did and the tone he set for Brooklyn and New York. Period. He definitely was representing New York when it wasn't too many people representing New York and had bars and had. You know what I'm saying, was doing shit. So he definitely did his thing. But when it come to me liking him as an artist and me like really sitting and listening to his song, rapping his songs, relating to it, nah, definitely not.
Sure.
It's like a disconnect. It's like certain
okay.
people.
His biggest song, Juicy, like you could relate to that.
No, but that's different.
You could relate.
That's-
Well, how is that different, nigga? He made that.
I'm talking.
He made that. How is that different?
Listen to
He
this though.
made
Listen
that.
to this though. I'm talking about. Of course, he got a. I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? He got about a couple songs that I could. But as far as me putting him on a pedestal of saying he was like the Godfather, I feel like he set a trend because that did. So I'm kind of contradicting myself because he definitely set a trend that for New York, even up to today, is still going on. But was he one of the best rappers? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I disagree with that. That's
Yes.
when I. That's
Nigga,
like-
I feel like the style of rap got modern because of what Biggie did. Got modern. Like, if you listen to everything that was going
All right,
on in between that, and part of that is because of Puffy, part of that is because of Diddy, right? I feel like with what the songs that Biggie was making, hip hop got super
Let
modern,
me ask
bro.
you one question. Who today you think sounds like Biggie?
Nobody. There's nobody that's ever going to be able to recreate what Biggie did.
Who's influenced by Biggie? Out of New York City.
I don't know. There's like, I'm pretty sure there's niggas that's influenced by Biggie who tell his stories the way that they do.
But it's not fair because it's so long. I'm not saying so long, but it's like 20-something years ago. I'm not.
Your favorite artist, some of people's favorite artists are inspired by Biggie.
But that's when
So that trickles down to the effect. And granted, Biggie got killed very early in his career. Very early. So maybe people may not be influenced by it, but he set a marker where even if people...
I feel like for New York, yeah.
Hell no, for the world,
I don't feel
bro.
like, I don't feel like that. I definitely don't feel like that. I feel like it was more of a New York impact, and New York got an impact on the world. So it trickled down kind of, but him per se, no.
But if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So that's the thing.
No,
if
I
you put
agree
on for
with it.
New York, if you put
Bro,
on for New York,
would
if
he
you put
have
on
made
for
it
Brooklyn,
anywhere? I don't know.
If you put on from Brooklyn, bro, that nigga's from the
You think
block.
he would have made it in?
That nigga's
You
from
think he
block-
would have made
from
it
the
in
block.
Cali? You think if the roles was reversed with him and Pac, and Pac Biggie went to Cali and signed with Death Row and did all that?
But that's not how the roles played out.
I'm saying if he would have made, I'm asking, do you think he would have made it as that type of artist? He only made it because it was New York and there was nobody really rapping.
That's not true, nigga. Everything was going crazy in New York. Nigga, hip hop started in New York.
No,
so
it
everything
did,
was
but
going
at that
crazy.
time,
So what was going crazy outside of New York then? Because even New York always had a print on hip hop, like Wu-Tang was going crazy, and nigga, there's white people who walks around with Wu-Tang,
No,
with
you're right.
Wu-Tang shirts.
Wu-Tang was going crazy.
Bro, Wu-Tang was going
But that's-
crazy.
we
Tribe
talking
Called
about-
Quest was going crazy.
We talking about single artists, like. So you mean to tell me Biggie made it to be a bigger artist than all these people? How?
Because his music was great.
Better than all these other artists?
Yes. Yes. Like who would you say was a better artist and was making better music than Biggie and Diddy at that time?
And from New York?
Yes.
Wu-Tang. We could talk about Wu-Tang.
What songs?
All they shit.
All of they shits, right?
All they shits.
But Wu-Tang was a little
was hitting.
right. They were
Was
hitting.
hitting. A lot of their shit was hitting.
But who? You just said single artists. You said single
But that's
artists.
why you're right. So I can't say Wu-Tang.
said single
You're right. I
artists.
can't say Wu-Tang. But that's like I said before.
Who else was going
on? There
on
wasn't too many
besides-
people rapping though.
Yes, it was. Nigga, New York was stacked. And,
LL Cool J.
But LL was earlier. Like LL was coming out of the 80s. And remember, hip hop turnover is quick.
No, but
Hip hop turnover is quick.
You had
Feel me? Like 4 years you be popping. And LL had a long career. And he had spurts where he was like the biggest thing popping.
But that's what I'm trying to
And then
say.
the biggest thing popping. You know, from my understanding. I don't know.
And the reason why it's hard for me to go back to Biggie era because I wasn't alive, and I'm not even gonna lie.
But that's what you gotta consume. You gotta go back to the music that was consumed at that time.
I can only go by
Listen
the shit
to
that I
that
hear
shit.
though. I can only go by the shit that I hear.
Yeah, but
And
sometimes
it
you gotta
wasn't-
go back.
Like it's
So
cool.
then-
It's cool music. I'm not gonna say he's trash. I'm just not a fan of him, and it was cool music. But where I differ and I start making it seem like I don't like him is when people like, oh, he's like one of the big. Nah, that's not the case.
You didn't fuck with 10 Crack Commandments?
Oh, it's cool. I was good. That was good.
You know, and then you got to remember, especially for this time, this is the era that it was ushered in that niggas was talking
the creativity.
like that.
I give him on that song, but another thing is, was I there to see how those songs was created?
You weren't, but to understand that this is how we're here now.
I feel like
to understand
now,
that this is how we're here now, you don't find that
no, because I feel like
intriguing?
now,
because you set the tone for that. Like,
for
think about the nigga who
really set the tone
For what?
You was the face for that.
For what?
Even Cardi, we just talking about Cardi.
What is she the face of?
I'm not saying the face. I was about to say people writing people music and you not. That's not really you. That's you could be the machine. I mean, you could be the face of something and you got a machine behind.
That's
you. So
fact.
what I'm saying is, do we really know that was Biggie? He died so early. We don't really know.
I mean, we probably know. Well, we don't know. That is true. I didn't live during that era. I didn't experience what he experienced. I just know the stories that he told. But there's a doc on FX. I mean, Hip Hop Uncovered, right? And they talk about how hip hop is a representation of the streets. And some of the time, it may have not been the artist who was actually super involved with what was going on in the streets. Most of the time is not.
He was from the start.
They had niggas who was surrounding them, who was into that life.
I wasn't talking about the life though. I was talking about, was that his lyrics? Like what
you mean was that his lyrics?
Were those hit? Was that him? Like we don't know.
You bugging.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people back then, they say, yo, niggas wasn't writing niggas lyrics, niggas wasn't
So
doing
then you feel
shit.
that way for everybody who was rapping back then?
That's what I said. Yeah. Yeah.
Then do you feel that way for everybody who's rapping, period? Because we know
not
that
now.
So how do we know that that's their lyrics?
Because now, I don't know. You would never know.
So how do you fuck with the music now and you never know that it's their lyrics? You just take it as what it is.
I feel like people is more of a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Back then you could do it and no nigga won't. Now nigga want his credit. Like nigga, now a nigga might want, you know what I'm saying? You
but
gotta pay niggas.
Who asked for credit for anything that Biggie wrote?
You think niggas gonna do that? You think? I'm not saying nobody did, so I don't want to throw that out.
I think people would. I feel like people got their credit where it was due.
I wasn't alive. I was alive, but I wasn't there to see and witness if it was.
But there's a different art to song making and producing. If you go any rapper, right?
But look, all right,
any rapper.
How many songs that Biggie made that you heard that wasn't like for girls or something that you was like, yo, he's saying, but and this is actually something that
Juicy.
No, that was for girls too.
No, it wasn't. No,
which one was that? That's
Juicy is. Juicy is It was all a dream.
Oh.
I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
That was cool.
Hanging pictures on my
That
wall.
was cool. But look, you don't think I'm just ask you a question though. Cause niggas was around. You don't think the Locks had shit to do with certain shit? Or nah? Nah?
Not that. And I think niggas would know, like, this stories, and this is how history work. Like, the way we get our information, shit is told to us. You feel me? And I feel like we do our investigation on our own.
Because maybe it sounds, not to cut you, it sounds crazy what I'm saying, but when I hear all the recognition that Biggie get, I just don't get it. So that's why I just...
Because you didn't live during that.
No, but even now...
Have you listened to a whole Biggie album front to back?
I can't.
How? There's songs on there that you like, right?
I can't listen to it. It's
but
hard
there's songs on there that you like,
not to say it
right?
like that, though. I'm not going to say I can't. It's hard for me to listen to an album straight, though.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard for me to listen to an album. Not just Biggie. I'm just talking about even artists that I like. Like, I can't listen to a whole Lil Durk album, and I love Lil Durk. I can't listen to his album whole straight like that. Nah. I skip mad songs. Like, I be skipping. So it's hard for me to... I could listen...
And that's the era of music that we in now. Like growing up, we would listen. Nigga, you had 50
that was
Cent
before,
on rotation.
though. Exactly.
You had the Chris Brown shit on rotation.
I was just about to say.
You had the Carter 3 on rotation.
That was before. But you know what it is now? Artists are trying to cater to everybody. See, if I'm a fan to an artist, it's because I want to hear that type of music. Not saying I don't want to hear him be versatile and switch it up, but I like him for that reason. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas try to switch up, and that's why I didn't really...
But that's now, right? That's how you accept the music now.
You know who started that, though?
Who?
Lil Wayne. When he started doing all that rock, versatile shit and all that mixing up, niggas wasn't really doing... Niggas was singing. Niggas was... But with all that screaming and all that shit, niggas was not doing that. But, you know what I'm saying? Niggas started experimenting, and that's when niggas have 5 R&B songs, 4 rap songs, and then 3 songs that just cater to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to cater to too many people on their album, so I can't listen to a nigga album like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. That's not
I
true.
feel like that. Like, I don't feel like
if you listen to anybody album, when you get into the game, they try to make you appeal to, especially if you're an artist who can produce like that.
Give me an artist.
If I'm about to name it for you. If you listen to anybody album, it's designed to appeal to as many people possible.
As possible. That's
hustlers.
That's why I'm not knocking it. Look, I'm not knocking it. Look.
It's designed to.
But listen, that's why I say I'm not knocking it. It's just hard for me to listen to. Because certain songs is not going to...
But even the albums that you love is designed to...
Not really.
Yes, it is.
Not really. See...
Lil Wayne had a mixture of everything.
And those albums, some of those...
Jay-Z had a mixture of everything on his shit.
Artists I don't listen to.
Right. So if you don't listen to them, how are you able to form an opinion?
Because I don't like certain songs. So if I hear 5 songs on an album that I know is on your album, and I like 2 of them, I know I can't listen to it straight. I don't like 3 of the albums already, and I didn't hear the whole album. I don't like 3 songs on the album already. Because I heard 5 of them. 5 of them is on the radio, right? And I heard 2 of them, and I heard all 5. I like 2. I don't like 3 of them, so I know I can't listen to the album. And if I don't even like you as an artist, I'm not gonna listen to the album. I'm not. I'm gonna just listen to the songs that's on the radio. That's how it is now. I barely go to albums. Like, I would have to keep listening. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not really an album guy no more. I can't listen to PR, and I stopped being an album guy when my favorite artists stopped making good albums. So I just stopped listening to albums. Like, I like a couple songs, but it's hard for me to... I'll listen to it. Like, Lil Durk, I try to listen to it. Not good. That's the most recent, like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but it wasn't... It's growing on me now, you know what I'm saying? More and more as I hear it, but if you got more than 10 songs, 12 songs, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, son. It's niggas be putting a lot of songs on their album, it's hard.
You're testing your hand as an artist, right?
Mixtapes.
But you're testing your hand as an artist, right?
Yeah.
If you see success in that, eventually you're not gonna want to do a full-length project.
Yeah.
So how could you...
But I'm not knocking nobody.
But how could you... Hold on, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
How could you not try to find an appreciation for albums when you may be in a position to create an album yourself? And I heard the music that you make, and I think you're pretty good.
But listen to this, though. Listen to this. I'm not saying I don't give it a try. But once you know what I'm saying? It's hard, because it's not... I'm not even going to lie to you. Right now, I'll be all over the place. I'll be listening to
and
all
that's what I think
music.
is the issue. I think that you not. Music, like, I think that you probably don't get a chance. And this is your life.
I'm gonna keep it
so
on.
I can't judge you for this.
I don't.
You feel me? I don't think that you have a chance to sit down and consume the music to be able to actually shape your opinion on the music. So if you're in a position to where you listen to everything straight through, just had a day where you could listen to a Biggie album, like you cleaning up or whatever, and you listen to this shit. Sometimes when I listen to music, I rewind shit because I'm like, damn, I ain't catch all of that. And when I listen to our album, I want to experience it. You feel me? And I know now we're being consumed by so much. It's hard for us to sit down and
go
take
back.
in, not even go back, because it's not a matter of going back. Anytime a nigga drop the project, it's going back. You feel me? Anything that happens now becomes a product of the past.
But you
feel me? I just said that, right? I just said that. It becomes a product of the past. Yeah. If a nigga just dropped the album, right, and you listen to it, right, a nigga would say, did you listen to it? Yeah, I listened to it with an ED. That's a product of the past. Yeah. So that's going back.
But I'm talking about going back as far as like, I'm gonna go back and listen to every Biggie album.
I'm not saying go back and listen to every Biggie album.
What I'm saying
Biggie
is,
only dropped 2 albums.
What I'm saying is, look.
Biggie only dropped 2 albums.
Look, but listen to this though. He only dropped 2 albums.
Only 2 albums. That's it.
But listen,
and that's why his impact is so big. It's not just because he died.
So maybe
it's because he dropped 2 albums and they're both classics. They're both classics.
Let me say one thing. When it comes to New York artists from that time frame, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't alive. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I got an opinion on it, so let me not. I'll just say I wasn't a Biggie fan. Like I'm not a Biggie fan.
I wasn't a Biggie fan either. I wasn't a Hov fan either.
I can't
but you know what allowed me to listen to Hov? And this where my life was probably different. I was going to school in Harlem. I was living in Brooklyn, but I was taking a 3 train to the last stop. I was taking 2 trains to each last stop. You feel me? So that whole ride, I was able to take in so much
You know what it is, too? I wanted to hear some shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit at the time, and he didn't have that. So I was not listening to it.
You'd be surprised.
I didn't hear it. Even now, the type of shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit I want to hear, he don't got
You don't
that.
think Warning is a good song?
I don't think I heard Warning.
Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46
in the morning.
Crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning.
Right, the coals out my. That's Biggie. Who is this paging me? No, we talking about Jay-Z. Oh, but Biggie, nah. Yeah, that was a good song. It's my man Pac from the barbershop, but that was cool. But that ain't no kill 'em up, bang, bang shit I wanted to hear at that time when I was consuming all of that music. So it's like, I already got.
So what was that shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit?
You understand what I'm saying? 50 had the shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit. That, what up, blood? What? Yeah, I walk around like I got an S on my chest. And that's the semi. You're like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to hear. Like, I wanted to hear not no pretty boy that. And the only thing that I could say now that I can understand how people don't is equivalent to Drake. Like, people look at Drake like, get the fuck out of here. That's probably how I look, because I'm a Drake fan. That's probably how people look at how I look at Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Because people all day that tell me, yo, you listen, yo, Drake ain't all that love shit. I'm like, nah, Drake kind of don't be, he be on some love shit, but if you listen to it, sometimes he got hidden shit in there that he be talking some shit, you know what I'm saying? But they not going, there's a lot of people, he on that love shit, that's that mushy shit.
And the discussion we just had just now is a perfect representation of what I want No Need to Debate to be about. At first, it started off as an idea. I wanted to send around a list where you list your top 10 hip-hop artists of all time. And I didn't want to do hip-hop songs because I felt like... Yeah. No, I didn't want to do hip-hop artists because when you talk about your top 10, for the most part, if you consumed a lot of hip-hop, your top 5 is somewhat the same. So if I did top 10 songs, it shows a difference. It shows like what songs had an impact on people's lives, what songs people heard where, what songs represent people. Like once you have a list of 10 songs, it should represent who you are as a person. So the discussion we just had just now showed that what you was consuming at that time, what you were able to experience at that time, is a perfect representation of why you like the music that you like. So when we talk about all these artists and who's at the top, and obviously there's a list of artists who's at the top because they shifted culture. But when we talk about all of these artists, there's so many moving pieces that make hip hop what it is today that you can't really equate it to one thing.
To one thing, yeah. It's so many different styles. It's versatile. So I ain't gonna lie. It's so many songs though. We could have started off with that. It's so many songs though.
Right. But do you think you would have your top 10 list off the top of your head of songs? Top 10 songs ever?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It can't be ever. Okay. I could give you 10 like recent and 10 from before. Cause like now more recent, I could say.
Nah, I want ever.
I could say.
I want ever. And
that's the thing. Look, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing about that. It may be some time where I won't like a song better than another song, but that one, say an artist got 3 verses in that song, that one verse hit hard, that it made that song impactful for me. So, but it was that one verse, like Meek Mill, Young Kings. The whole song was cool, but that last verse, I still wake up going get it, youngin' on the mission. When niggas was eating, they left me to do the dishes, but I'm
Yeah.
different. That shit hit different. So I'll put that song because I was going through something at that time. So when I heard that part, I was like, so it made the whole song. But do I like the song better than Dreams and Nightmares? Probably not. But that verse I will pick over Dreams and Nightmares. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that verse made it impactful. So it's different things. Like I might like.
But then this is where you have to get into the elimination game. This is how I did my list. And I think I can remember my list right now, but this is how I did mine. I just listed out all the songs that I love, all the hip hop songs I love. I came up with a list of about 40, 50. You know, I probably left some off, but if I left it off, then it probably didn't have a huge impact. But I had to start eliminating some. So I had to do it in rounds. So the way I psyched myself out to do it in rounds is to make believe a tragic accident happened and I had to take certain things and leave certain things behind. And that's what I did with the songs. So each round, I'd be like, damn, X this shit off. X this shit off.
You know.
And it was hard. Like, it was tough.
That would be hard.
It was tough.
You know the crazy thing too
But I got my list, and I'm confident in it.
Is it straight hip hop or
Nah,
could
it's
it be
straight
R&B?
For this one, it's straight hip hop. It's my top 10 hip hop songs ever.
No R&B in
No
it.
R&B.
It can't be no
I mean, it can have an R&B feel in it. It can be in the vein of hip hop. But if that's your song that you go
like
with,
could it be a verse from an R&B? Like say Fab jumped on a song with Neo. Could I be like, yo, this was because of Fab is an R&B. I mean, a hip hop artist. His verse was impactful for me. Like, or it has to be Fab. No, you know, because
if that's the song that does it for you, if that's the song that does it for you,
because there's certain songs like.
If it's rap on there, if it's rap on there,
we could go. We just was talking about Ace Hood. Ace Hood is one of. Even though I'm in the streets, you know exactly what I do. That was, I ain't gonna lie, I was going through something. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a lot of shit. A lot of Lil Wayne shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I could flood it because I was going through a lot of shit at that time. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I mean? So it would be hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I could definitely, I would definitely probably come up, not like I said, not 10 songs of all time would be crazy.
That's why you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
10 like all time.
And then it forces you to go back and listen to some older shit. And then you gotta make a decision. You know, I got some new shit that's in my list that I heard. It's not new, but I heard it. I heard it recently. I heard it last year. Jadakiss played it during the verses, and I was like, wow.
Which one?
Fuck. Rough Riders. Damn. What the fuck is the name of it? I'm tripping. It's the Locks. It's all of them. It's all of them.
I ain't gonna lie. They had a bunch of shit too.
Recognize.
I don't know.
I heard that shit and I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was bodying Fab at that point. And I was tight because Fab didn't play no Soul Tape shit. Fab didn't play nothing to keep up.
I feel like Fab, you know the vibe. Jadakiss kind of killed the vibe. Not killed the vibe.
No, he didn't.
I'm talking about
Jadakiss
he
kept
killed
the
his
vibe.
vibe. Like he killed it. He killed it with the vibes. Like it was. He took over. Like his vibe.
But
He took
still,
over.
Fab, you gotta compete.
Fab,
you gotta compete.
You know what it is? Fab.
Because what you was gonna do, you was expecting Jada to have
Let
all
me
that
say
heat
this
that
again.
Jada got.
Let me say this
all
again.
That heat that Jada got.
I'm not a Fab fan neither.
You may not be a Fab fan, right?
So-
but we know Fab got better heat than what he
do.
played
He
in that
definitely do.
verses.
But was it gonna be appealing to a lot of people?
It may have been appealing to more people.
You're right.
It would have made it closer.
You're right.
It would have made it closer.
I do feel like he left out a lot of bangers. Shit that I like, he didn't play.
It would have made it closer.
It definitely. I feel like it was the vibe. He just took over. Like Jadakiss was just there. He was just. I'm saying he was playing shit. And he was trying to more or less see Jadakiss had in his segment. I think he was even speaking about it. Like he knew he was gonna play a certain amount of songs at a certain time. And Fab was probably trying to do it. He fell into the trap. He was trying to go back. Back and forth with the type of songs that Jadakiss was playing, and I don't feel like it worked out. Jadakiss got old songs that still relate. That people still. And I'm saying even because you got to think Jadakiss was long time ago, but not that. Like people still.
We still grew up.
You know what I'm
with-
saying?
we
Yeah,
still
like you
grew
know what
up
I'm
with
saying.
Jada.
So it's still it's still right here. And he's still.
But same with Fab though. I would say
See,
same with
look,
Fab.
I could say
But
one way. Let me
Versus-
say
what Versus does. It highlights who got the
Yeah,
heat.
but this what I could say.
The shit that hit the street.
This what I could say. Fab got old songs too, but Fab got old mixtape good songs. Jadakiss got old mixtape good songs, but Jadakiss got legendary songs with legendary people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where he could separate. Like, you was around, but you didn't have these songs with these people. You wasn't.
And the legendary songs that Fab got with legendary people, they're good, but they're not like what it should be.
And they didn't, you know what I'm saying? We don't go back and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, it works out, you know what I'm saying?
Perspective.
But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Jadakiss was going to win regardless. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even being biased. I just feel like for that reason, he got too much songs that people be like, oh, shit. Yeah. That he started trying, I wrote this song for Diddy, or I wrote, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like, wait, what? And you know him like, yo, he's going to give you bars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fab
and he
give
pulled
you
that
bars.
out in the verses. He was like, y'all didn't know? If the people who know. But if y'all didn't know.
It woke people up like, oh, shit, Fab, you ain't got nothing hidden. All right, Fab, then. You ain't got nothing, no surprises. This shit is crazy. Like, we ain't even, you know, it kind of threw him. He was just like, almost like a fan at that point. Like, yo, like.
Did you watch the Nelly Luda shit?
I didn't get to watch that one. That's probably the only one I didn't see.
You gotta watch that one.
Yeah?
You gotta watch that one.
Yeah, I ain't
like,
gonna lie. That's probably the only one.
We gotta watch that
That's probably
shit.
the only one I didn't see.
I'm gonna turn this shit off and watch that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. That's like the one.
It was heat.
Yeah.
It was heat. And it was fucking up, but it was heat. Luda carried the weight, and I have, like, who would you take in that battle going into it? Would you take Nelly? Because people was taking Nelly, and I was surprised. But Nelly had some heat. He kept it close.
I would take Ludacris because I just like Ludacris. I feel like Ludacris rap. Like, Nelly rap, but Ludacris rap. Like, Ludacris came from an era. Ludacris was a radio deal. Like, Ludacris came a long way. Like, you know what I'm saying? He used to play his songs on the radio and niggas didn't even know it was him. He used to have like some fake like name or some shit and have niggas became fans, and then he finally said, yeah, that's me. And then, you know what I'm saying, he started rapping. So like, Ludacris came from I feel like I got a different respect for Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? And the way he rap and the way I feel like he really spit bars. Nelly, he's cool. He's more of he's gonna give you flows. Luda gonna give you flows and bars, and he gonna go against the grain. Like, he definitely take chances. He definitely go against the traditional way of rapping, and he's like a Missy Elliott of you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's respect
but,
though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, not to, but like in that type of, like, they gonna take chance, they gonna do certain shit, they going, you know what I mean?
Speaking of, who can go against Missy in a versus? Who can they get to go against Missy in a versus?
A female rapper?
Nah, and we can't just limit Missy to female rap.
That's what I'm saying.
Missy
all right,
got
so
some shit.
Who could go against Missy? We could say, and this is with respect. I want to say Busta.
That's who they were saying. They were saying Busta.
I want to say
but Busta is still, Busta got some.
Yeah, so it's like, but Missy got some shit.
Yeah, she got
some shit. I
want
to say, it would be hard, though, to put Missy up against somebody because niggas won't know. Niggas are sleep on her. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Right.
Niggas will be sleeping. All right. Nah, I don't know.
It's tough.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
That's
You came out, I ain't going to lie. That's crazy. I ain't going to lie. That one caught me off guard because there's so many. Like, you want to say this person. Like, I want to say, yeah, Foxy Brown. But, like, when I think about it, could Foxy Brown stand? No. Like, I wanted, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like so many niggas, but then it's like, it's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. It's true.
Like, who can take that on? I don't know, man. I do not know.
You know why? Her style is so versatile that she could go different places with people. She got different songs and it impacted people. Like, gangsters got impacted by Missy, and she ain't talking no gangster shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? It was different. Like, she had songs for people that hit. Like, you want to say Eve, but do Eve know? I mean, like, do Eve got that many? No. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so many. She got different songs. Tough. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
She got to start getting her respect. Missy got to start getting her respect.
Because there got to be somebody that been around for a while. And Busta is the only person that really fit that criteria that been around for a while.
But then she got shit that she produced. She, like, who the fuck can she go against?
I ain't gonna lie, you
Who can she go
can't
against?
really put her against nobody. I'm not gonna lie to you. You seen the Neo and
Chante also.
Jonte, oh yeah, that was good. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's when shit like he brung out songs that niggas ain't know he wrote. You know what I'm saying? Neo and you know what I'm saying? It's like
That shit was wavy like that? Damn, I gotta tune into that one.
that was good.
I know it's a couple that I missed.
Cause you know he's just a songwriter.
The John Legend Alicia Keys shit was
I ain't see
pretty
that one. I
cool
ain't see that
too.
one.
Like it was laid back, but it was like, oh, I forgot about this song. Like
the last one?
which one? Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
Fuck verses. Who you think is a bigger artist between them two? Like, cause verses don't not bigger artists. Who you like who you think is a better? Cause the verses don't really mean songs. Cause like you could have 1,000.
I respect what Ashanti did. I love a lot of Ashanti songs, but I gotta take Keisha Cole. Like even before, I don't know. I just grew up on Keisha Cole. Like I remember seeing Keisha Cole on more BET awards. Like I remember seeing her and everything. Kanye produced for her, you know. So I take that.
I can respect you. All right, who you think Kanye could do one with?
It's hard. Me and my shorty did a Kanye Pharrell producers battle, and that was tough. She walked on me with Pharrell, but I kept up. She ain't know I had some shit in the tuck.
I don't know. Like I'm not too much of a. I don't know.
Nah, she had some shit in the tuck. She had some shit, and she won. She won that one. I give it up. She won. She won't give me a round, but
You think Kanye could go 50? Him and 50? Only songs they did.
no.
Who you think 50 would go against? Fat Joe?
50 will win.
So who you think would go against 50?
That won't be a bad battle.
Yeah, it won't be a bad
That
one.
won't be a bad battle. And I think that'll highlight Fat Joe bangers. I mean, maybe it that's interesting. That's interesting.
I mean, however you... It depends on how you look at it. Because what they do 20 songs. Fat Joe definitely got 20 songs.
Yeah, for a fact.
So...
And current shit.
Yeah,
What 50 gonna play when he play all the way up? Like, come on.
I can't...
Oh yeah, he might. Oh yeah. He gonna save that one. Yeah.
He gonna play. Yeah, he gonna play that.
Fuck out of here. Pack that shit up. Pack that shit up. Pack that shit.
Fat Joe new song is a banger.
It's fire. The shit that they kind of did a mashup. They did a little remix. Yeah.
Fire.
I heard
that song. That song is fire.
With the nigga Dre. He been working with him for a while.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of they could. I hope the verses just keep going after this pandemic shit. They start doing concerts, verses, and shit. Niggas can go and see that shit. Niggas perform. I hope they keep that shit going. I hope this shit not just some pandemic shit. They let this shit die out because they making a lot of money. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying.
Nigga, they said that the vaccine. The amount of people who got vaccinated in the United States is at 4%. Now we've been hearing about this vaccine for mad long, and it's only at 4%. That shit is crazy.
Cause this shit not valid. I mean, it's not known to work. People that's taking vaccines is still catching coronavirus. So I don't know how is. You know what I'm saying that's discovering other people from taking it. They're not with that shit. Right. I'm definitely not with it from the jump. I wasn't with it. Like hell no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying I don't trust. This shit just got passed and y'all just came up with it in 8 months or however. Nah, I don't. I'm saying this shit need trial, error. Y'all need to see how long it took. I mean, how long people been after they take it or after they got vaccinated, the effects and how. You know what I'm saying long term. Y'all got no long term effects. Y'all nigga just put it out there. Oh yeah, this the cure, and then the shit not working. Y'all got 3 different vaccines. Like that shit ain't. You know what I'm saying I definitely wasn't with that. Hell no. But I ain't gonna lie, son. There's a lot of shit with like Future. I could see Future doing the verses. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, who he got to jump in there with somebody though. See him jumping in there with Lil Uzi or something.
Nah, fuck out of here.
They be trying to say Uzi got bangers though. I ain't gonna lie.
Not to go against Future. Not to go against Future.
Niggas be trying to say Uzi got. I don't feel like it.
Future.
You know what I'm saying?
And Uzi know that too.
Nigga, I hope he know that because niggas be trying to make it seem like this nigga's like Superman.
Stop it. Nigga, I had a whole format for this shit.
All right.
I had a whole format for which was
Huh? No. Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
nah, I had a whole format for this shit. We gonna do a vibe check, whatever. Like, how you feeling? Like, how you been feeling over the past week? How you feeling since coming here?
Good.
How you feel about the future?
setup.
How you feel about what's to come?
Good. I feel optimistic.
Not even in the distant future, just
right
in the
now.
coming
Yeah,
days.
optimistic.
Like, how you feel
I feel
right
real
now?
optimistic. I feel good. I'm saying I feel challenging. You know what I'm saying I feel good. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying snow is gone. It's fucking shit up.
It felt a little warm when I walked outside earlier too.
Yeah, it was. But, it was nice today.
You know, we got one more month for this shit to pass, and then my type of weather is here. I can't wait to move out of this bitch. I love New York, but I can't wait to move out of this shit.
Where you going?
I don't know. I want to go to the West Coast.
You trying to go to like Cali or something?
Yeah. At least if I go over there, just gotta walk out there with a sweater, little small jacket, never nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I ain't gonna lie, I want to do it, but
you gotta take a trip out there. We gotta take a trip out there. A little quick
take a trip
out
next
there.
month for my birthday, but they doing that. They doing a lot of bullshit with this whole shit.
With the corona shit? Yeah, I know. When shit get right. Valentine's Day just passed. How was that? Like,
it was good.
It was calm.
Good. Yeah. We with the family, you know what I'm saying? Ate shit. Had a good time. Stayed up, talking shit.
What's your thoughts on Valentine's Day? How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's appreciation. It's more of appreciation
Right.
for me. I feel like if you're going out, like, you know what you mean as far as gifts and like people find, or just feel about it, period.
Yeah, because like, I try not to get sucked into social media and shit like that.
Not.
But like, it's hard to disregard the fact that you see all this shit, right? So, like, I've seen a bunch of people talking about, like, don't do this Walgreens shit, don't do this. Like, everybody got an opinion on what everybody else should be doing on Valentine's Day, and it's just like, God damn, like, why y'all got so much mouth for what everybody else should be doing? You don't know what position anybody in.
So this is how I feel about that. I feel like
if you show love, if it is what it is, it became a holiday, we all celebrate it. We show love, it is what it is, but we don't got to put a heightened emphasis on it.
Yeah,
like,
so
it's something super major. Like, you don't know. Christmas just passed, my nigga. Like, niggas still recovering.
Niggas' birthdays just passed, all type of shit. That's a fact. And we in this whole type of pandemic shit
coming up. You feel me?
But this is how I feel about that too. Like, you know, anybody, you know, people love gifts. Everybody love gifts. But if you got that understanding with your partner that it ain't it should never be about that. Not saying that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's about that, but it should never come to a point where if you don't do something because everybody else did something, that affects your relationship. Like, and
that's what it all comes down.
So if you bought what is it? It's on February 14th. If you on February 1st just bought your wife a car, what you supposed to go out on February 14th? And not saying you supposed, but you know that. Like, yo, everybody got what they doing, and people be worried about what and trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to, yo, bro, if you got a girl that you got to keep up with the Joneses, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But me, that's not my preference. You know what I'm saying? My wife, I don't deal with nothing. Even I surprise her every now and then, but most of the time I go by, like, I see something, yo, I call, yo, you like this one or this one? Because I ain't with this, like, yo, you know what I mean? I keep it 100. It's bad sometimes because I feel like, damn, I shouldn't do that, but yo, I ain't gonna sit here and bust my head and be like, which one should I get? Right. Yo, should I get both of them?
Right.
Yo,
and and that works for you.
And that's what, and she's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with her. She go, yo, yeah, this, that. I mean, even shit she got playing. Yo, surprise, yo, 2-3 days, yo, we doing this just so we could prepare and make sure. You know what I mean? But we've been together 15 years, so this shit works for us. We ain't gotta go out and. I see people busting they pockets to go spend a night in a hotel. We fucking got. We still got our son, like, we ain't got no baby. Like, what we going to do? You know what I'm saying? There's certain things, people busting it. Yeah, let me go. It's Corona. I'm going to throw my son somewhere just so I could. Yo, we do that shit every night. Like, what? Not to say it like that, but we just came from, you know what I'm saying, Atlantic City. We ain't got no, you know what I mean? People got everything they doing, but when they watch Instagram, and I feel like that got a big effect on how people move in their relationship. The Instagram shit definitely got an impact on people's relationship, now a bad impact. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people see other people's relationship and people only highlight their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be arguing with his girl all week and tonight they have a good night. They put, oh shit, niggas be like, yo, damn. You know what I'm saying? You never know what people going to, and that's what a lot of people promote. Instagram is about promoting and highlighting good shit. They never going to show you the bad. You know what I'm saying? The people see these celebrities or they really, oh, nigga just bought an $80,000 bag. That nigga just fucked her up yesterday, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be like that. You know, yo, like, for real. Like, she just got fucked up yesterday, nigga. Like, for real, she got the shit smacked out of all type of shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect, but that's how it be, though. You know what I'm saying? It should be like, you know what I mean? But, and a female, you know what I'm saying, this is bad, that, and it's funny, but it's not funny because at the end of the day, it's bad when a female put herself in that predicament just so she could stunt for the gram, or just so, you know what I'm saying, she could look good, or just so a situation could look, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of girls want to be that, a female want to be envy, she want to be that girl that other girls want to be. So if she with somebody, if she doing something that other girls not doing, or other girls want to do, she want to be in that position. She don't want to leave that position. She might do any, she might put up with bullshit, she might put up, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying? But, yo, I'm going to just keep, yo, 5-year-old girl just put, he posted this shit on the gram, yo, this girl, yo, I know you cheat on me every day, I love you, but just, yo, yo, that's what she want to deal with, because he 5-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if it could be love, because she could have been with him before that, or it could be, yo, this nigga lit, I'm not leaving this, well, I'm going to be with Joe. You know what I'm saying? Joe that work, you know what I'm saying? You got to think, you got certain things, she an alum, like people, I seen a post of her, because she 5-year-old girl, like you got girls want that highlight, want that attention, and attention right now is at an all-time high. So if you get that attention, people is doing anything, you know what I'm saying? We got, the world is going crazy for attention. Niggas is doing, all the girls is, you know what I'm saying,
and it's in some of that music that you like.
It's in a lot of the music that I like. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that I could just separate it. You know what I'm saying? I could separate the difference, but there's a lot of things that it's just what it is in the time.
You can separate the difference from
what? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We ain't gonna go back to that shit.
Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
We ain't gonna go back to that shit. We gonna move to the next topic. Yeah. So Judas and the Black Messiah just dropped. I know you said you ain't see the movie.
Yeah.
Yet.
I see it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
But like I want to ask you about snitching and the perception, like the stigma behind it, right? So the premise of the movie is that, without giving too much away, the premise of the movie is that the FBI basically plants this young dude to infiltrate the Black Panthers, and he's basically working as an informant. Throughout the movie, you could see that he's naive. You could see that he's young. Because it's played by Lakeith Stanfield, who's significantly older than what he was at the time. You may not be able to see how young he is, but he does a great job showing like the mistakes of a young nigga. You feel me? So he's working as an informant to basically bring down the Black Panthers, more specifically Fred Hampton, because he was generating a lot of publicity from people, especially, you know, with the Black Panthers being in shambles. No, so
the feds put him there.
Yeah, the feds put him there, brought him down, and eventually, you know, we all know Fred Hampton got killed, but it shows the role of the informant.
He had something to do with that.
Playing. I'm gonna let you watch it.
I'm
gonna let you watch it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It shows the role of the
but
informant.
it shows the whole story. It plays out the whole thing, or
it. What do you mean the whole story?
Like of how he infiltrated.
Yeah.
It shows.
And it says certain shit. Like I read some articles on it. It says certain shit is fabricated because it has to appeal in the movie.
Of course.
But there's aspects of the shit for the most part that's directly true. You know, and the nigga was working as an informant. Fred Hampton ended up getting killed. And his girlfriend, who was pregnant at the time, was shielding him. If you look at the case, they said, I believe they said 99 bullets were fired from officers. 1 bullet was fired from somebody who was in the house. And it was a lot of people. It was a couple people in the house.
So I'm not gonna ask you yet, but
right. So them niggas just came in there spraying, and nigga end up getting hit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
So like, I don't know. It seems like snitching is becoming a hot topic, right? And people have their feelings about it. And if you're not a nigga in the street, sometimes you may look at it like, this street nigga is just mad that I told, like I did this. He's just mad because of the repercussions. But you know, I'm not in the street at all. Having some type of knowledge of how it works, some people feel like there's a disconnect between being a snitch and like being a regular nigga. People feel like there's no loyalty when it comes to snitching. Like you stand for nothing when it comes to snitching. That's my understanding.
So like once you snitch, that's it. That's
like
what you're saying. That's what
you're the lowest. You're the lowest of the low. Now, like some people may not understand why that perspective is like.
I feel like this. If you snitch in the streets, you are that. But when you go home, your family ain't looking at you like that. If you take care of your daughter, that don't stop you from being a good father. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? To me, in the streets, you not my mother, my father. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're a friend, that's when the disconnect, that's where the disloyalty come with. But when you go home, you know what I'm saying? So, but as far as being a snitch in the streets, you definitely the lowest type of person. That's definitely the lowest type of person to be, especially if you know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people turn into snitches, but in the beginning, they're not real street people. They're not real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They're getting thrown in the streets because it's easy to get in the streets now. And then they get caught up and they realize, oh shit, I'm not built for that. But it probably take a while until they get caught up, or take a while for them to realize that nobody's there to be like, yo, you not built for that. Niggas just letting them, yo, nah, young boy be... Nigga probably getting a couple dollars, nigga probably scamming, or whatever he doing in life. If that person feel like he's doing... or if it's been, they not gonna call them out on, you know what I'm saying? You got certain people that don't call people until they get into that situation. They realize, oh shit, now that person snitching on them, or however the situation go. You feel what I'm saying? But snitching definitely go a long way. You gotta have people that snitch on themselves, and in the midst of snitch on themselves, they snitch on you because you was there. You know what I'm saying? And that's still the lowest type of person. Just because you snitched on yourself, that don't make it okay to put somebody else, implicate somebody else in it. So there's a lot of things in snitching, like, but definitely, if you're not a person in the streets and you tell about something that happened, you are not a snitch. That's so it's crazy because a lot of people jump in the streets when you ain't even gotta be in the streets. So you can be a regular, you ain't in the streets, and ain't nobody gonna play with you. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be, niggas feel like they gotta be in the streets to be respected. That shit is not the case. You feel what I'm saying? And the people looking for respect, you end up going in the streets and doing shit you not.
You think it all boils down to like that rage, that level of feeling like a snitch is disloyal. You think it comes from niggas looking at it and saying you're portraying something that you're not?
I feel like a person don't know. They don't know no better until they get put in that predicament. I'm gonna keep it official because you got niggas that swear they gangster until they get put in that predicament and they realize it's different. It don't matter. It's cool to be outside when the 30 niggas and y'all together, and you know what I'm saying? People feel good in numbers. You feel like niggas got your back. I don't care if you get locked up with 30 niggas, nigga. You basically in there. You with niggas, but at any moment they can move you. You by yourself. At any niggas be switching up. So you got to think when they come to jail time, and niggas actually getting freedom. Fuck everything else. Your freedom is gone. Like that shit is no joke. So when it come to that, and the person's looking at that, and they looking at years of that, and that's when the person realize they not built for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like up until that point, a person I'm not gonna lie to you, because people, I feel like they do believe it until they get put in that predicament. They realize they not built for that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of a hard thing to tell somebody, yo, you're not built for that, because they may feel like they are built. A nigga may be built to kill a nigga, and people feel like, yo, that's the most gangster shit you could do is kill a nigga. So that same person that had the tough to kill a nigga and got away with it for 10 years, and he was running around gangster. After that, that killing the person didn't break him. So he still kept that gangster in, but then he get caught 10 years later and snitch. Did that really count? Was he really, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know he thought he was a gang, like, you know what I'm saying? He was a street nigga until he got caught up in that predicament, and things changed when he realized he's looking at 25 years, and that's when you realize. Up until that point, I don't feel like you really, nigga never going, you know what I'm saying? Because you may look at a nigga like it be a soft nigga that I didn't been around something, not to like, you know what I'm saying, but I done been in situations where the softest nigga that you thought that got caught up, you thought he wasn't gonna snitch. He was so soft that he didn't snitch. He was too scared to snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was so soft that he was like, no, I can't snitch. But that was the nigga that you would think was gonna snitch. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga you didn't think was gonna snitch was the nigga to snitch. The toughest nigga, but everybody up until that point, who's gonna, you don't know. Right. You know what I'm saying? People get
right. So you really don't know.
You never know. I didn't
really
like you get into that room and this is real shit. You get into a room and people don't know the cops could trick you, and the cops would trick you in certain ways, and yo, your man over there, God forbid they lock us up right now. They play this shit all day. You might not know about this, be like, yo, your cousin, we might have just went and killed somebody right now. Ran to the A train, jumped in the car through. They come and tell, yo, your cousin just say, yo, y'all just killed the nigga, ran to the A train. You'd be like, yeah, but then not even knowing, I ain't saying none of that shit. They just know what happened, but they can't prove it. But to tell you, to have you, yeah, you gonna jump on that. So people do shit like that all the time, and niggas fall into that trap. You feel what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, it's just like, you will never know. You thought that was your man, and you thought, you know what I'm saying, up until that point, and I mean, because I'd have been in situations, it's hard to not speak, but I ain't gonna speak about that. But you know, you just never know. Like, when you in a situation with somebody, you never know until you up in it, unless they did it before. Unless a person ratted before, and it'll be a person that got caught 10 times and never snitched and snitched on 11th time. He's still a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And look at even with the mob. Them niggas was full gangsters, and they all snitch. Every last one of them niggas snitch, and they was full-time. They started this. You know what I'm saying? They was a part of the gangster shit and what we look at as being gangster and what niggas want to be like. So the snitching shit is, and you won't see none of these niggas go play with none of these mob niggas, these old, and they older now, so you know, but you ain't seen too many niggas, even back then niggas wasn't playing with them when they was snitching. They didn't, like, we gonna fuck with these other black niggas, look at we gangs. Now, other white niggas, other races is gangster too. Like, black niggas not the only gangsters, so.
That's crazy, because when I go back into history and you think about, like, the first era of gangsters,
yeah,
it was white niggas.
Exactly.
It was white people.
White people, yeah.
So that's crazy that, like, black people,
we only look at each other, like, oh, nah, this, and a couple Spanish niggas, you know what I'm saying, Spanish people, you know what I'm saying, but we don't look, yo, son, there's a lot of them, and you can't say they not, you know what I mean, but once you
I just find it interesting that black people is doing, you know, the doing of the white people that was publicized, they're doing it to this day. And it's crazy. We don't even look at that first era. We just be like, yo, we're a victim of the streets. Nah, it's not even just a victim of the streets. It's a victim of what was going on before that. What was publicized to us. These documentaries came out. These movies came out. And it made the drug dealer seem like the hero. It made the gangster seem like the fucking hero.
Because, you know what's crazy? At that time, I feel like it was. Because I feel like at that time, the average cop had to go home and he didn't have no protection. It wasn't $1,000. You know what I'm saying? He had to probably worry about niggas getting. At that time, they was. I mean, niggas was they what they show and what I seen. Like, even when you watch the John Gotti shit, them niggas was moving different. Even you want to go to Pablo Escobar and shit, them niggas cops. You couldn't be you had to be like the feds to go, because they're killing. Like, you could be a regular cop, you still got to go home to your family. Your family ain't being protected while you are, like, it's so much shit you got to, so you like, yo, I might as well fuck with these niggas than to risk my life. So you got a bunch of people feeling like that. You giving them so much power, nobody's going to turn, who's going to, because then if you do turn up on them, the nigga that's scared next door, yo, that, you know, is that nigga that live next door to me, but I don't want to know, you know. You got niggas close to you that might snitch on you because they scared. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't too much. I don't feel like it wasn't too much rebellion. So they definitely had it. I feel like the picture they painted kind of was mostly true. I feel like over the years, you know, you had the presidents, Reagan, and a lot of niggas changing different shit. And this other nigga, I forgot this nigga name. The other president changed certain shit with the organized crime shit that changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I feel like that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at it like it was back then and, yo, you know what I'm saying? But the niggas don't realize they all snitch. And niggas look at glorify all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they all snitch. So when it comes to snitching, niggas be like, oh, yeah, Sammy the boy, I'm this person. Any nigga you name from the mob, if he ain't get killed early, he snitched. You know what I'm saying? If he made it out, he snitched. I don't care who you talking about. They got Michael Francis. He was like one of the, but niggas, I'm saying, I don't know. But a lot of them niggas that niggas glorifying and shit like that, yo. And a lot of the most ruthless niggas was snitch. Like, and I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not even going to say it right now. Like, I feel like before he snitched, Alpo was one of the illest niggas from Harlem. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a cool, ill nigga. Like, when I watched the documentary and all that shit, you know what I mean? He snitched, which tarnished everything. It took away from everything he did. But up until that point, you know what I'm saying? That was somebody that I would look at and idolize. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what is it about snitching that takes away everything? Like,
the fact that it's just a code. That when you sign up for the street, it's an unwritten code, and it's almost that it don't exist, cause it's almost like we make it up. I'm gonna be honest, cause is that really the code? Cause if that, what happens to snitch? Cause what happened to niggas? That's a lot of niggas went down, a lot of niggas got killed, but you had to find that nigga and kill him and go to jail for killing. Like, what happens? Nothing really. You make your own rules. You decide if you're gonna kill him for snitching. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like a real rule, but it's supposed to be a rule that niggas, when you know you sign into the streets, that's you just not supposed to snitch.
So
this what it boils down to.
Your own rules.
And this what it boils down to too. As far as being a man, if you do something, you don't. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you gonna snitch on yourself, if you gonna go in the courtroom and tell the courtroom or tell the cops or whatever what you did, you should not take somebody else's chance away or take somebody else's freedom away or take somebody else's chance away from being free. You know what I'm saying? That should have nothing to do with you. You should worry about yourself. Whatever happens with you. And there's ways you can still snitch with that too, because like I said, like me and you can catch a case and they be like, yo, they was together. We be like, yeah, we was together. We spent 2 days. Yeah, we did all this. Yeah, we was together. Yo, one of these niggas, you know what I'm saying, came up and they got your fingerprints there. Yo, or not even no fingerprints. You just get scared and be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. They telling me about giving me 10 years, but if I lose trial, they gonna give me 50. I'm gonna just take this 10 years. If you take 10 years and be like, yo, I don't know what he did though, but I did this shit, I'm still gonna go down because we said we was together. So I don't have no. So that's a way of snitching, and that's how niggas snitch nowadays too. Because they'll be like this, yo. We catch a case right now. God forbid, I'm on probation. I got parole 5 years over my head. I'll be like, yo, I can't take this because they're gonna give me 5 years. Nigga, it could be a little crime. We smoking weed outside right now. Yo, I can't take this. You be like, yo, I'll take this shit. I'm coming home right now, nigga. I need to go home tomorrow. Like, and you ain't all you doing is saying, yeah, I was smoking weed. But if you do that, you put me in a predicament to say that I was smoking weed too, and now everything that's hanging over my head. So you didn't snitch on me, but you kind of snitched. So that's an unwritten rule too, and that's a rule that's why they say you're not supposed to have no code Ds. You're not supposed to have. You're supposed to do shit by yourself because a nigga's gonna worry about his best interest. You know what I'm saying? What's in the best interest? Because if he's not gonna sit up, because it might be a crime. Let's say you got caught with a gun in the car, not smoking weed. Y'all gotta sit up for 4 or 5 months. That nigga gotta be home with his family. What if he be like, yo, yeah, I signed some shit. He first case. He come home tomorrow. He just get probation or something. He might look into what's in the best interest of himself and to be away from his family for 5 months. And he may do that. And that's a way of him snitching on you because he took that charge on himself, yeah, but you was with him and y'all co-Ds. So y'all gotta both face that together. So it's mad different ways. So that's how I said, like, it's unwritten. It's too much to even say. It's just when you go, you know, niggas mostly be like when a nigga point the finger and be like, yo, but yo, it's so much ways to snitch. It's too many ways to snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too many ways to snitch. And that shit takes away because as a man, you're not supposed to implicate nobody. And especially when you sign up for something. Like, if I'm doing something, I know what this shit come for. No, we not, unless you a kid, you don't, I start selling drugs right now, I know, yo, the cops catch me, I'm going to jail. I don't be like, yo, the cop, and this is why I feel like a lot of niggas be snitching, because they don't know until they get put in that predicament. Oh shit, I'm good, I'm making money. Until all that shit stop, and you go to, God forbid, you get locked up. Now you looking at time, you lose, and I know a nigga, I don't even, I'm saying, he's, nigga, I know a nigga that said it, nigga. And this is a nigga that's making a lot of money. Yo, I'm not built for jail because I can't. They don't know is wearing the same clothes for a week. Like they fly. They wake up every morning and box night. Like you got certain type of niggas that accustom their life around drug dealing. That they don't think about when that shit goes sour. That how you would have to live and change your whole lifestyle. You used to, you know what I'm saying? You thinking life is all about, you know what I'm saying? Then you get into that predicament, you snitch. So I mean, it just I don't know. It's just a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And then you implicate a lot of people that has something to do. And it's all for lesser time to help yourself out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You doing it for the benefit of you fucking somebody else. Like, fuck them. I'm worried about me. That's the worst type of thing. Because when y'all was good, it was good. And even if it's not good, like, you're not supposed to even snitch on your enemy. And like, we in the streets, if I do something
Now,
to
why
a
is that
civilian,
the case?
because we leaving it in the streets. Now, if you do something to me, I don't go and snitch on you because I'm unless I'm not in the streets. So that's what I was about to say. Unless I'm not in the streets and I'm not a gangster. Because when you in the streets, it's shit that come all angles. You don't only worry. You got to worry about the cops. You got to worry about niggas. You got to worry about somebody fucking up your sister. What you gonna do to handle that? You can't be I'm gonna sell drugs and I'm gonna do this, but somebody fuck my sister up. Nah, I ain't gonna. If you a gangster, you gotta be all around the board. Like that's what I was saying. You know, it's the Meek situation and all that. Yo, son, you know you gotta handle situation, and it's fucked up. But that's what happens when you sign them. Niggas lose their life to this shit. Like what you gonna tell that? That's like, God forbid, and this is. We gang, we doing all this. God forbid my best friend get killed. I'm not supposed to ride because, I don't want to go to jail. I'm supposed to ride. I signed up for this. I'm keeping 100. That's why I stay. Now I stay, you know what I'm saying? But, because I'm in my mind, I'm going to say I got to throw my life away.
Yeah. Because
you was my friend. I have to. I'm my way. Yo, I have to. I can't sleep with myself. I can't, because at the end of the day, when knowing I could do something, like if you kill and you get locked up, then shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if I know I could get you, I owe you my loyalty. Why? Because if I feel like you would have did it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain niggas that would have did it for you. You my family. God forbid anybody, son, nigga could slap you. Any nigga, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna go to jail because this is who. I can't be like, yo, nah, I don't want to. I could say I could catch him down the block because the precinct is right there. I could be like, yeah, I catch him 2 blocks away. But if I'm going to catch him, I'm going to catch him. I'm not going to say I'm not going to catch him because I don't want to. This is what you sign up for. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? You learn the streets ain't really what is really.
Do you feel like there's a way to break the cycle of being in the streets?
I feel like you could break the cycle. But I feel like the street is always going to be people that look at the streets that's interesting. Because the streets is glamour. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the older you get, you realize the fun is not helping you in life. It's not beneficial. You know what I'm saying? The things you doing is only fucking you up. You want to do shit to catch cases. You wasting time. Like, I wasted a lot of time in the streets. That no matter as much money or nothing I was making, which is way more than now, I'm more happier now and I'm doing more now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the streets take you away from your every day you playing with your life. If you really in the streets. Like if you playing 50-50, even that you playing with your life. But if you in the streets, nigga, every day you playing with your life. You don't know what's gonna happen, nigga. You don't know if I'm gonna be walking with my man right now and the nigga gonna look at him funny and the nigga just get a now we gotta, or nigga just, my man got beef or he this, or yo, I'm with my man, his sister called me, yo, this my man just fucked me up. We go over there, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is what because you around every day. You not with your family. You subjecting yourself to be liable to anything. You got too much, people got access to you because you in the streets. Especially you got 1 million friends and shit like that. So that's where it becomes weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? The street part, it's hard to break the cycle unless you got that type of friends or you just not in the streets. I'm not even gonna lie. There's no way to just nobody be like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always going to be fake niggas in the streets. It's always going to be niggas that just jump in it because it look glamorous and it look cool and it's beneficial. You got niggas that scared of niggas in the streets. You got niggas that join gangs because it's beneficial. If I join this gang, I know niggas going to be scared of me. I could fuck around and rob this nigga. He ain't going to do nothing back because he know I'll be with the 20 niggas at the corner. I ain't really gangster, but he ain't going to do nothing because I'm going to go and that's how it be. Nigga just be, you know what I'm saying, adding numbers, and a lot of these niggas don't be gangster. Trust me, a lot of these niggas be pussy. The most, I'm not even gonna let, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just saying it, because a lot of these niggas that, and I'm from, like, proof, and it's not about being pussy, it's not, Because the nigga don't have to be tough. That don't make you pussy to be a killer nut. It's when you portray to be something that you're not. That's what makes you pussy. Right. And you get proven to not be that. That's what makes you pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody got to portray to be nothing. You could be, you could be a squib. You cool. You could be a nigga that, not even for nothing, nigga. And it's about to, I got niggas that's weird, nigga. I got niggas weird niggas. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Long as that don't come in between our friends, I don't judge that. You feel what I'm saying? I niggas that watch anime all day. I don't know what my man be doing. Watch anime all fucking day, cartoons, all these anime shits, stickers in his crib. He got a room full. That's one of my best friends. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be a nigga that's in the streets gangster. But if you portray to be something and 100% that, and you not that, then that's when, you know what I mean, you become pussy. And or if you join the gang because you know you don't want to stand by yourself and you know these niggas is a bunch of niggas, that's pussy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these niggas don't be gangs, just join the gang. These niggas go to jail. A lot of niggas go to jail and they come out in a gang. You 30 years old, nigga. Or what made you turn into a gang in jail? And niggas don't come home with that story. Why? Because you couldn't live in that house unless you turned that gang. No, you could have lived. You would have just had to pop it over and move to another house, and they probably would have tried to go through, but you would have had to bounce. Right, you ain't want to go through that.
Beneficial.
Oh, shit, these niggas gonna whip my... Nah, if you who you are, nigga. Not saying not to say it like that, but it's gonna be one nigga that's gonna be like, nah, leave that nigga alone. He good. He is what he is. Cause not if you ain't got a bunch of knuckle, you got a lot of knuckle, but you got some reasonable niggas that's, you know what I mean? Right. You got gangsters that's a real gangster. A nigga that's not, he ain't even built, he don't, even if he gangster, he don't gotta be, but you got following niggas. He gotta be one of us, cause we need more niggas. Why would you force a nigga to be something that he don't want to be? And you forcing him to be now if he snitch, now you gonna say he a snitch. You forced him to be that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it is in jail. Like you go to, I mean, God forbid, you ain't never gonna go there. But people that go to jail, is predominantly ran by gangs. So you going to jail, you go in the house, boom, boom. Yo, you can't live here unless you in the gang. If you ain't in the gang, you gonna turn what they are. If you on the gang, if you got beef with them, you getting out of here. So if you ain't in the gang, boom, you gonna turn what we are. And they force. How you gonna force this nigga to be in something that he don't want to be in? And then, like I said, he snitch or anything happen, you gonna blame this nigga or you gonna try to kill this nigga. Why would you want him to be a part of that? What do you benefit? You know what I'm saying? What do you benefit just with an extra number? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than a lot of these niggas, even niggas that be calling other niggas a snitch. They be snitches. So they just ain't get put in that predicament. Right. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of these niggas, and this is gangster. All these niggas talking about 6'9", and I'm not even want to talk about this, but you hit niggas with 50 years. Let's see if these niggas gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take 50 years. It sound good. It do sound good. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like a lot of people do. And this is when you get older, you realize I don't put myself in predicaments because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that time. So I don't put myself in predicaments because I know what's going to come out of that. People don't think about it because they like, oh, shit. I might have I'm saying either they premeditate, think about it, or they know it's an outlet, a way to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know that's why, and they put, because they and you can see when a nigga don't care, niggas sell crack in front. Those are niggas I be scared. The niggas sell crack in front of the cops. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, that shit scary, nigga, because you must know something I don't know, nigga. You must be on some different shit, because what happened if they run up on us right now? You got $100 in your pocket. What you gonna say? You're not gonna be here tomorrow. You going. Like, and you don't care about that. That scares me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some type of premeditated thing that you know something. I don't know that's gonna, because nobody wants to go to jail. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So if you doing shit too good and you just doing, nah. You got something premeditated and you thinking about an outlet. So those niggas too, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, you gotta worry about those niggas. You know what I'm saying? Those not always the best niggas. Nigga you seeing doing all this shit. Those niggas be snitches too. Because why the fuck is he moving like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when you get older, you realize, yo, I'm not putting myself in certain predicaments because I know I don't want to do that time. But if I put myself in that predicament, I'm going to have to do that time. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Other niggas don't look at it like, oh, no, I might not, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit, it's 10 of us. Long as I ain't do it, why would I go with somebody to kill somebody if I'm not going to shoot them too? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What's the sense of that? I'm not, nigga, yo, call me this. Unless No, because I'm there as a witness. So what's gonna happen if I get caught and you don't get caught? I didn't do nothing. I'm gonna tell the cops I didn't do nothing. You think a nigga gonna go to jail for nothing? So you just telling me you gonna go to jail for nothing? That's if a nigga be like, yeah, so you gonna go to jail for nothing? You didn't do nothing. You gonna go to jail for 25 years for nothing? Why? You ain't had nothing to do with this. Those are the type of niggas you gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just a lot of shit. When it comes to that snitching shit, it just niggas be snitching forever.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like that gave some insight into, you know, the psychology of the shit. It's crazy.
It's a lot.
I think the most interesting thing you said is that you make up your own rules. And I feel like you make up your own rules to life, period. But when you enter that lane, you playing with bigger risks. Somewhere like the stocks. Like what you decide to do with your money is what you decide to do with your money. What you decide to do in the streets. What you decide to do in the streets. But, you know. And
not to cut you off, you got certain people that, you know, don't play by the same rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
because you just said that you make up your own rules. So
exactly. So you got certain people that, like I said, you got certain people that look at certain things like, yo, if he ain't going over here, you got people that say if he ain't snitch on me, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's like, you got people, if he snitched on a nigga in Alaska, if we see him, we gonna kill that nigga. I don't even know the nigga he snitched on. You know, you got niggas like that. Like, they feel that strong about snitching. They gonna throw their life away just because and that's what they believe in. You got certain niggas that believe, and that's what they believe in. I ain't going to get nothing. Right. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in.
And you feel like for the most part, they ain't been tested.
What people? A lot of people a lot of people in the streets, they haven't been tested. Think about the ratio. See, think about this now. And this is what I'm about to tell you. I'm about to break it down too. A lot of niggas do time too. Right? A lot of niggas do time. But it's a levels
that's doable.
No, but now. See, so doable. Now. That's when we get to that. Nigga might take 5 and knock you. I ain't no snitch. Offer you 100 years. And they tell you, yo, this nigga did it, or you going away for it. You ain't never seen. Circumstances gonna make you snitch. You understand what I'm saying? Circumstance, a nigga, yo, know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in that predicament, you snitch. I mean, you tell on anything, you a snitch. Know what I'm saying? And niggas don't, oh, nah, I never. Yo, bro, think about the feds' ratio of having snitches. The feds get niggas to they do a lot of wiretap and shit, like phone tapping and shit, but because they got a lot of money for resources. But they get a lot of niggas. You think that's by accident? No, because niggas know I could play with the state, play with the city. But the feds, nah. Not playing with the feds. Know what I'm saying? Niggas not playing because they know you going to have to do that time. The feds, if they start throwing, they going to throw them big numbers. Yeah, the city, 5, 10, yeah, you get 10 upstate, 20 up, not even 20, you get 10 upstate. When they start talking about 20, a nigga start looking at, 20 years, a nigga, I only been here for 28. A nigga, and they got niggas that's 19, 18 coming up. You going to waste more life, you going to be locked up more of your life most of your life than you was outside. You know what I'm saying? You going to come out 50. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I do 20 years, I'm coming out 50. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that niggas is, look at the ratio on that. That's bigger. You got certain, small gap of niggas that take that time. And it be the niggas, everybody get together and tell on that one nigga. And he like, that's how it be. Really, those cases, because they start telling, because they going to come to you and say, look, we got, you, God forbid you caught a case with 15 niggas. 12 of them is telling on this nigga. And you going to add and be 13, or you going to get the time with this nigga? We already know. They going home in 5 years. They good. We already know. So it's just this simple. You going to go home with them in 5 years, or you going to stay with this nigga for 20? Niggas be, they already snitched anyway. And whoop, whoop, and be on one nigga. And real talk, that's how it be. And he can't, because he probably did do most of the shit. Know what I'm saying? So he can't, and it be fucked up. And really, out shit like that, and I done seen that shit. They blame it on 1 or 2 niggas. Yeah, they snitched. Really, it was all of y'all, nigga. Know what I'm saying? But niggas be doing, you know what I'm saying? And then nobody really be going and
doing the research or none of that shit. So.
Niggas come home now. I'm the last one to come home. How I snitch?
So when it comes down to the conversation and all the social media banter, it's like most of the niggas, I know for a fact, most of the niggas never been in some of these situations, whether it comes to getting shot or whether it comes to being in the streets. I know most of the niggas never been in certain situations.
90%.
Most people on social media is talking about shit that they have no clue about. Like my man said, I don't remember his name, but everybody got a social media degree. And when I say everybody, of course, we're generalizing.
Yeah.
But like, everybody got a social media degree and just speaking on shit that they have no experience in.
Because, not to cut you off, if it was their father, you think they're going to stop taking sneakers from their father? If they grew up and they found out, yo, back in the days, your pops was a snitch, you think they going to, that same person that's on 6ix9ine a snitch, you think they going to diss on their pops? Oh, no, that's my pops though, but I ain't know. Yo, what's the difference then?
Right.
Yo, mind your business. If that nigga ain't snitch on me, me personally, honestly, I feel like I look at him a certain way, but that don't mean I got opinions about a bunch of people in my head.
Right.
That don't mean I got to go out and be, and he didn't snitch, and will I have him around me and my family? No, because my niggas may be doing something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not going to put them in that, you know what I'm saying? But do I look at him and be like, yo, when I see 6ix9ine, I'm up? Nah. You know why? Because y'all let him do that. Y'all let the age and the shit, while we talking about right now, making up your own rules, they made up the rule to bring him a part of that. When really, he already had sexual child allegation. Like, it was too much shit that he didn't prove to y'all that he was worthy to be a part of something that been around since the 90s, since 93. Like,
yeah. Tough.
You understand what I'm saying? You
Tough.
just let this nigga come and just money. And that's what I'm saying. Niggas will let money for the benefit of them. You know what I'm saying? Just to let, like, God forbid, I don't say one, you know what I'm saying? Just right now, nigga come out. I come out right now. And I got a deal. I go to projects where there's a bunch of niggas. I'm like, yo, I could claim this shit. Niggas might let me jack it. If the top nigga need money, everybody else falling in line. That's how it works. The top nigga, you get the top nigga, everybody else under him gonna fall in. What they gonna say? No. He's benefiting, which y'all should be benefiting. So niggas be like, yeah. And that's how it's had, like, a lot of these niggas ain't really, you know what I mean? And that's how 6ix9ine. And he just had to, these niggas is like, yo, you know what? They helped him. I feel like he didn't come to them, they ain't really have no money. But I feel like they looked at him like, yo, we.
I won't even discuss that nigga on this shit.
Yeah. But I don't even want to bring him. I'm like situations like they'll let a nigga be in the streets knowing that he's not really street. And like I said, and it's contradicting because you would never really know. But if you ain't been in a situation with a nigga to even vouch that, how could you make him a part of your family? Why would you validate him? Like, you could be friends with a nigga. Don't get me. I'm with friends with niggas I won't trust to see me smoke weed. Why would you stamp him and validate him? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you have to do illegal shit with him. Yo, I know these. I wanted them to see me smoke a blunt, not because I. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't want that. That ain't nothing you gotta see of me. You know what I'm saying? But you got certain people that bring niggas a part of shit and not knowing what they just like niggas that females. You meet a female right now in the club, you take her home. You don't know if she gonna set you up or not. You don't know who you trust in it. That's a big. I'm saying that's a big risk. Same thing when you bringing a nigga part of your team. If you don't know, you ain't following this bitch on the gram. You don't really. You meet her out the blue first night. You don't know if niggas sent her to meet you. You don't know what's going on. You bring her home back. You wake up. You don't even wake up and like, God forbid anything can happen. And that's when niggas. Everything you gotta be cautious in the life. Nigga call you on a phone with the wrong shit. Yo, son. Yo, yeah, I'm about to go shoot this nigga. Whoa, what the fuck? God forbid your phone might not be tapped. His shit might be tapped. Yeah? It ain't about, niggas scary. No, nigga. I done seen too many niggas go down like this. Why would I want to chest it and be like, yo, they ain't got my phone tapped? Why would I want to say that, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you go down, niggas be, oh, yo, nah, my man phone was tapped. So, yo, you know what? And that's another thing. It's not only about snitching. You know what you signed up for when you sign. Because you see it. You see nigga. Yo, if I see a nigga get caught 1,000,000 times on the phone and shit, why would I be doing shit on the phone? Right. I'm taking a risk. If I could do it, but I'm taking a risk.
There's a lot of crazy shit. Even when it comes to social media, niggas publicizing everything that they do. Like, it's like, we grew up in an era where I knew I had nothing to do with the streets, but I knew talking on the phone was a no-no. So why the fuck would you take a video of yourself and put it out there to the public, not even to somebody that may be spying on you, but just to put it out there to some shit that lives on forever? Why the fuck would you do that? And that comes down to that attention-seeking shit.
And not even to cut you off. A nigga, yo, babe, post this up. $60,000 bag. I got my girl $60,000 bag. All right, your Instagram is such and such. All right, well, let's find this nigga on Facebook. You got your real name. Let's look this nigga up. This nigga ain't got no job. This nigga don't. How the fuck he get this girl a $60,000 bag? Yeah, he on a. Let's start paying this. Oh, he with 50 niggas. Oh, look at this nigga girl though. She got the big bag. Oh, this must be. All right, fuck this nigga. Let's get on this man. You don't even know you ain't there. Yeah, you might not got locked up, but you the reason why you're manny, cause niggas don't even know you didn't put them on your man, cause they didn't. These niggas do. Who you think these niggas ain't got Instagram? They'll go through your page, boop boop, end up at a nigga, then just fuck you, nigga. But they started with you, nigga. Like you was the reason how they got there, nigga. You just cause you want the attention and that's how. And it be a nigga. It probably might be a nigga that's cool, calm. He got caught in one picture. Maybe his girl's sister posted him one day with his girl. Yo, congratulations, they just had a baby. God forbid. Boop. And he said, oh, that's the nigga. He might not even have a gram, nigga. Oh, now they got a picture, though. Son, it's too much. Niggas be doing too much for attention and shit like that. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it be that, because you think, yo, if I could sit here and do that, I'm telling you I do that. Like,
Instagram is impacting niggas' lives. I could sit here and niggas don't even know.
I could sit here in 5 minutes, go through a nigga crew and boop, boop, boop. Because when you in the streets, you got to do homework. I got to see who's who. I got to know. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm father, it still be sometime I be catching myself doing homework on niggas. And, you know what I'm saying? Just off GP, just cause I got to, you know what I'm saying, find out what's going on. Because this nigga that I used to, you know what I mean? You start seeing shit. Easy, you be there, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? You be at a nigga mother page in like two clicks. Like, yo, this is nigga mother. Like, yo, son, it's crazy. I don't post no, like, you see on I post pictures with Aiden, Giamora, cool. Because not too many people know them. And it's still a risk, but I'm out the streets and God forbid anything, I'm saying, whatever. But you can't, it's hard for you to go through my page and go to say, you going to be like, oh yeah, I go to his baby mom page. Yeah, niggas comment on my shit. But that's why. If you notice on my page, I write everybody the same thing. Nobody get no extra. You won't know who that person is. Everybody got the same comment. I wrote hearts and this to everybody. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna know who that person is unless cause nigga be like, yo, cuzzo, yeah, cuzzo. But they don't know. You know what I mean? It's too much. Yeah. But you ain't gonna go to my page and be able to bing bing. Oh yeah. I might post and that's when my shit. Yeah, my mom, I ain't tagging. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tagging too many. I might tag mute, yeah. But it's kind of hard. You ain't gonna know who's. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really, if I'm just calling this person my cousin or if he really my cousin. Right. You ain't gonna know if this really my brother or if I'm just saying, I propose him, whole Spanish nigga, look at my brother. This nigga I'm in it, so it's too, you don't know if this is my brother from North Carolina because I just call him my brother and we just hung out with, it's too much. A nigga really have, my twin brother with my mom and my, post tag my mom, and cause you know
came out 8 minutes after me,
but you could do it if you're not in the streets or if you ready for
but that's
whatever
happens. Niggas be giving up.
Niggas be giving up,
and niggas be mad about like what's going on. Like, take a look at what's really happening.
Oh, I'm gonna be at Lust tonight. Yeah, we stepping out. Me and the whole gang stepping out tonight.
Come on,
the whole gang. What? The cops are like the whole gang.
The whole gang.
Guys, get your pictures ready. Yo, come on, let's go. Like, what? We in the club. They in the club. Yo, get your chains, get your jewelry, your fake jewelry. They in there acting like
I'm weak. The whole gang.
No, but that's because niggas be on Instagram. That's when niggas want that limelight. Right. And there's so much ways to get caught up. So a nigga sign up for the streets only looking for the glamour. Yeah, I'm gonna make money. What happens when you make the things you do when you make money? That's why Biggie, and I listen to that. More money, more problems. The more money you make, the more opportunities you got to get into different shit, which it could be illegal. And that's why niggas be talking like, you know what I'm saying, this we go right, but niggas be talking like, oh, the more money a nigga make, he should leave the streets. It depend on that person. Because if you would have gave me $1 million when I was 17, 18, I would have thought them about $1 million in work. I would have not thought that's enough money to retire and try to make more money. No, I'd be like, y'all come buy $1 million in work. And how much is $1 million in work? I could 15 million. Nigga, I'm not thinking of buying this bitch. So it depends on your mindset. You can never take somebody and be like, yo, he should have left the streets and he should have stopped doing that because he made more money. And nah, that's the person he is. You know what I'm saying? You can never, unless he grow into a person that he, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I gotta say about that. You know what I mean? But
That's
just
crazy.
a lot of shit. Like
That's interesting.
nah, it's
And
real.
just like how it's interesting to me, not even in a way to like dive into it, but I can see how people could get sucked into it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was watching a documentary on FX, Hip Hop Uncovered, and they was talking about you know who Deb is? Aunt Deb? Waka Flocka.
mom. Yeah. She got
That's
a lot
his
of
mom
hands.
or
Yeah, his mom.
that's his mom.
Yeah, his mom.
Wow.
She got a lot
I
of
didn't even
hands
know.
and a lot of career.
Yeah.
She helps a lot of people
Yeah.
out. Yeah. That's his
Hip hop
mom.
being influenced by the streets, like her brother was on stage with Run DMC, and they was just talking about from that perspective, like yo, seeing how much the streets is having an impact on hip hop from an early perspective. These niggas had niggas.
That's Run DMC.
Right. And these niggas had motherfuckers who was heavily into the streets on the back of their album cover. Not Run DMC, but Rakim.
Rakim, yeah.
Got a bunch of niggas in his pictures. And he not necessarily like that. But the people around him.
but even the
or
niggas-
they
DMC
even
too.
paying niggas to, come take this picture and validate them.
But you know the fucked up part is? The niggas, a lot of the rappers was funded by drug dealers. So they was really about that life. Like the rappers was probably around it a lot too. Or they was
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they was around. They was, especially New York. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Especially New York. Like niggas was really, you know what I'm saying? We can't really speak on to, but it was really niggas that was in. This is why, God forbid, even years later, shit come out about certain people and like gangsters, they come out and tell a story. They got run-ins with, Bobby Brown. Because these niggas was really around all this shit. The gangster nigga had, and by gangsters I mean niggas that was making money and running shit at that time. They had they hands in the music, like from BMF to, you know what I'm saying, all over, not just New York. When you look at it, like a lot of niggas from back then, they came from that
And that's
era.
what that show is about. That's what that show is about. It's wavy though. It's wavy. That shit is wavy. You gotta tune into that shit.
Like, I mean, but
That shit
yeah,
is
it's just
wavy.
the streets are just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, let's take a turn, and then we gonna get up out of here. So, like, you're testing your hand as an artist. What do you think of some things you're learning as you're like on this journey?
Recently, I've been feeling. I've been learning to just make the music and not take it too. Cause I'm stuck in, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm stuck in a point where, like, the music that I like is different from the music I want to make. Like, the music I like to listen to is different from the music I want. Cause I like all this young,
And it should be like that.
You know what I'm saying? I like all this young ignorant shit. So, but I'm not. I'm a grown ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have
I'm in
a
different place in my
wider
life.
perspective.
Yeah, and I'm definitely in a different place. So the music, but I'm stuck in. I like this though. So it's like when you like something, but then you make it sound like, do I like my? I'm not saying I don't like my shit, but
I think when it comes down to being an artist, you just make it your own.
so that's
what I'm influenced by everything. Of course, we wouldn't start doing this if we wasn't influenced by something. Feel me? So like, it's not bad to be influenced by something, but you make it your own. You feel me? You tell your
So that's
story
what I'm-
through it.
that's what I'm-
Find a way
yeah.
to find your lane and what you actually like. You know,
Like-
if that's what you want to express.
And not to cut you off, it's crazy you asked me that because last night I feel like I came up with a new flow that I want to try.
Yeah.
And it's more of what I like, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's still me, but it's still more of like something that I never, like, more up tempo, more of like you know what I'm saying? But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But that's definitely like what I'm like, biggest thing I'm going through right now, learning it and trying to figure out and catching beats and get halfway through a beat and, you know what I'm saying, realize I still ain't got the hook, you know what I'm saying? So certain shit.
I feel like for me, the biggest thing I'm constantly learning and constantly trying to emphasize is create what makes me happy. Feel me? Create what makes me happy. Don't really try to, if you do it for the art. Of course you have to appeal, but that's where the influence come from. Your flavor, your sauce, that's your swag. That's still a part of you. So just like activate that shit and be like 100 you. Like, I was playing my shit in the clubhouse the other day, and I feel like because the vibe was right over here on the phone, and I was with my mans, but we was fake turned. So I feel like because the vibe was right over here on the phone, the vibe was right being
And
perceived through through Clubhouse, and they can't see your face.
See you, but they hear.
So they hear you. So like just getting that energy through your music, being confident about it, and just like, you know, letting that shit go. That's what I'm learning right now. Like how to let my shit go. Let the music go. Don't harbor it for too long. Make these moves and let it happen. Like I'm in a new space right now. I don't want to create no tapes. I just want to do singles. I want to do singles. In the meantime, I'm still going to be cooking up, but I want to do singles. I'm going to drop some shit and approach the single and push that shit, get behind that shit like how our label would get behind the shit. Like push my shit like the label, because it is my shit. You know, and I got to own that shit. I got to own that shit.
I agree with you. So let me ask you a question. All right, so at what point did you realize, like, did you feel like you want to do it like that? Recently? Is this more recent?
Singles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an epiphany. But I've always heard, like, when I go to showcases and stuff like that, and then people tune into my projects and they give me feedback, they like, yo, you got work out. Focus on some singles. People will always tell me that.
I agree with that.
People will always tell me that. But I'm a project-based artist, and I love full-length projects so people could get a wider perspective of who I am. But we not in that time right now, and it was hard for me to accept that. But I can still create some music that I'm in love with, create a body of work as I'm still trying to find myself as an artist, because that's what these singles will help me do. Put a song out, test it, boom. See if niggas like it, get the numbers up from that shit.
Yeah, you so versatile. Every single could damn near sound, you know what I'm saying?
Completely different. And then when you make a playlist, you could add that shit to an album. Yeah, exactly. You feel me? So just put the shit out, test it. And
when you think you want to start that, like, how soon?
I have the song now. I've been like, I'm a timid person, so like I don't like bothering people too much. I don't like asking for too much. So the engineer, like, he engineered the song wavy, but I wanted to pull back some ad-libs. So I told him to send me the stems, all my voices, all the ad-libs and shit, so I could take it out myself and just bounce the song and I have it. But when he sent me the songs and I bounce it, when you bounce it again, it seemed like it takes away from the quality. So like the volume is lower of the new one that I have is lower. So I want to send the shit back to him, but I ain't really feel like bothering him. But I'm going to send the shit back to him. And then next is the video. Like I'm working on a video right now. Me and my girl was just talking about like some video ideas. They was giving me feedback on the video in the clubhouse shit. They was like, yo, you need to go crazy with the video, because you need to express that shit that you just expressed in this track. You need to get that shit off. Like, I want to see some crazy shit. I have people looking forward to the video. And this is the first time I tested my music on a scale where I don't know these people, and I'm just testing a record. With me being in the crib, not performing, I'm usually performing and shit like that. With me not being in the crib so much, being able to do that on a clubhouse shit,
it's good.
It felt good.
And you know what it is too? That's what I said, like you just said, getting the feedback, and that's what I feel like that's more important on the clubhouse. You get feedback, you could get, and even if it's criticism, you could get feedback and also hear different people's shit and get, you know what I'm saying, like different.
But it depends on what room you in, because a lot of niggas be giving feedback just to like validate themselves. Like niggas don't be on no love type shit. Niggas be on some shit where they looking, not even criticizing, but they trying to look out for the best interest of themselves. They trying to get you to look into who they are. You feel me? So a lot of these niggas ain't stamped and certified. But some rooms be definitely like, it be good vibes, and you feel like you see other artists who's nice, who's like nice on an industry level, and they not really popular like that. So it's like, where are the labels looking for the artists at? Where the fuck are they looking? But in this clubhouse meeting, bro, it was mad artists. It was a good 10 to 12 artists that was nice with their shit. And it was OD inspiring.
But I ain't gonna lie, you know what's crazy? Niggas look at you, because I look at you like that. You OD nice. Definitely inspiring. Like, you could say, I got you to, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like, gave you the idea that make you feel like you could rap and shit like that. But you definitely, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been years since I even exercise, the you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I could rap, but I never, you know what I'm saying? Like after, you know what I mean? Like I never kept going like to even measure to see how good I could get or how I never, you know, I just played with it and I know, like I said, that's what I say. You took that shit serious. Like, you know what I'm saying, you still going, taking it, still going, going. Like everything is getting better. But every time I hear a song, definitely getting better. Definitely
Appreciate that.
And
I've been noticing that. Like I've been noticing that.
And it's not like, let me just say it. It's not like coming from okay to good to fire. Like it's coming from fire to like fire to like fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is good. I'm like. And for you to do a lot of shit yourself is crazy. I don't know how, like, it's crazy. Wow. I'm saying it's crazy.
It's like sometimes I don't even feel like I don't even be understanding the magnitude of what I'm doing until I look back at it. And I still ain't do nothing yet, but I don't be understanding like how much I've done, how many steps I've taken to get to this point until I look back at it. And it's like sometimes you gotta be you have to be present and understand what's taking place because you'll psych yourself out as if you're doing something wrong. At the end of the day, what I'm doing is specifically for the art and also to uplift my family, put them in a better position, and start making better having an impact on a generation that's to follow. You know.
And what I want to say about, you know what I'm saying, your music, we could just. Rapper, I don't look at you as a rapper. I look at you as an artist, and that's what you display, a lot of artist creativity and different shit. So when I hear your music, it sounds like, I don't know, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know what sound I'm getting, but I know because you be playing, even in the middle of a song, you might switch the flow up. You may switch it up in the middle of a bar, come back to the same flow you had in the beginning. So it's always interesting what, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say I feel like it's just a lot of people just ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't blow up because they just ain't hear it. Right. But it ain't because, you know what I mean, no other reason. That's it. Definitely. Because it's interesting. Like just hearing, you could come on a song and, you know what I mean, singing, a little melodic, and then start rapping. Rap, and then rap melodic, and then come back to singing like I heard it. So, and this is all on the same song. Like, I'm not talking about different songs. I'm talking about all on the same song. So, that's all. Like, I mean, definitely got a lot of versatility, creativity, everything. Definitely on point. Definitely, like, a full artist. You know what I'm saying? And you do that shit just like I said. Like, that's the crazy. You do everything yourself. Yeah. And you not to say it like that, but you there. A lot of you not with a bunch of people helping you, right? A lot of people got, you know, in a room with a bunch of rappers that's bouncing ideas. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? You cooking up Dolly, you doing this shit here, you doing this shit. You don't got nobody there to tell you if you sound so. You know what I mean? That's good. And when you see somebody that, because a lot of people in the studio, not like they got people listening to them, they got vibes, they got, oh yeah, they play it 1,000 times for people. You like, now let me change this. How you feel is how it come out at the end, and for it to sound for me, like, you know what I'm saying, to hear it and be like, yeah, I ain't got no inputs, like. I ain't got certain, so you know what I mean? I may hear and be like, yo, you know, whatever. Like, maybe you could have added a little bit more voice here or a little bit. But as far as like, the word that I ain't got,
Appreciate that. That should mean the most, man. For real. Like, all right, so we usually end, like, I don't got nothing to say to that because that shit, you know what it is. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm ending this shit with a hot take. Like, what's your hot take for the week? What's your hot take? Your random hot take. What's on your mind that you got an opinion on that you just want to, fuck it, this is how I feel. You don't got to make it artist based because I know you got a strong opinion.
Nah, I was about to, you know, it's crazy not to cut you off. I was about to say I got to get back working out, and I want to, like, just randomly, I want to get back working out and start eating a little bit healthier. Yeah. My mind, I feel like everything else, you know what I'm saying? I need to get that. I smoke a lot of weed, so I want to start, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of exercising and fucking eating a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Getting older, you know what I mean? I want to start eating a little bit better. And just because I notice, and this is real, like when I do eat better, I feel better. It makes me, because I got a problem with sleeping. So that's I feel like I just accepted it now that's going to be my problem for life. So, you know, I feel like the more when I do eat good and I do eat the right amount and I wait, you know what I'm saying, it don't really affect, I don't feel, you know what I'm saying, because I be up all night. So when I sleep in the daytime, wake up and I be I mean, I don't eat till 5, 6 o'clock. That shit fuck with. I mean, then already my mental, I be already groggy, waking up, smoking blunts. When I eat healthy, I don't feel that. So
Gotta
I need
incorporate
to start.
that shit.
I need to start working out. So that's
So
what
it's just a challenge that you gotta pursue. You know, niggas face a lot of challenges, and sometimes when you look back at it, you don't realize like the work that you put into to overcome that or be where you are. You feel me? So when it comes to like healthy decisions, it's the same. It's the same approach. Like I just gotta do it.
Exactly.
You know, I just gotta do it, and it's tough for me too. Like I don't be on. I try. Like I always keep it in the back of my mind. Work out, whatever. I know it's on my regimen. Even if I fall off, I still try to get back to it. You know, so.
What about you though? What's your hot take?
I don't know. Have you ever seen Django?
I've never seen Django.
Fuck.
Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah, Django's a pretty great movie, very artistic.
Yeah, I heard.
And yeah, I fuck with that movie. OD. It's a great movie. Has a lot of comedic relief. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but that's a great movie.
I heard. Not from I heard he was like it was like a little bit of comedy, but not too much. Like you know what I'm saying? It wasn't too. It was serious. Like it was and a message,
story.
And it was a message. I heard it was a message to it.
But like I always look at shit at a different way, and I look at like what was intended for you to see that you may miss. So sometimes I'm watching certain shit and I'm like pulling shit
Things
out.
about yeah.
I don't know. I took this documentary class and the shit made me look at movies different. Another thing, Daniel Kaluuya, the nigga from Get Out and who's in this new shit. I think he about to have it for this generation of actors.
I hope so, son. We just lost. I mean, rest in peace. The Black Panther
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. I mean, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So we definitely, you know what I mean? We definitely need that strong. We got a lot, but that new, fresh, strong black actor, you know what I'm saying? That definitely push things forward and with messages and definitely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We definitely need that. So.
More positivity. I feel like the more positivity I see, the more I feel good. The more I'm surrounded by negative shit, bad news, whether it's myself or anybody around me, like I just get really worked up because it's like that shit. I don't like anybody to be worried. I don't like to come in contact with worry or just like distress.
At a crazy part, yep.
You know, so like everybody. I mean, 2020 been a stressful year, so everybody going through that is just alone It's been hard to run away from everybody. Lost somebody, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Right. Definitely went through something. It's been a hard time. Even if you ain't lose somebody, you went through something or you hear about it, you see it on TV, whether it's, you know, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, or whatever's going on in the world is just affecting everybody. So it's definitely stressful, you know? It's hard to have an outlet. People can't go outside. Jobs, people losing jobs, families breaking up because, you know, things is going on and you know, just a lot of time. A lot of things going on, you know, it's stressful for everybody. So it definitely got an effect mentally. People can't even, I mean, it's no outlets really mentally. Like it's hard to even, you know, Corona, you can't even really go see, if you needed to go see somebody, you know what I mean? For people that's dealing with things like that, you got everything backed up. People that just need to go to the hospital, you got older people, you know what I mean? People, grandmothers that can't go to the hospital as much, or people that's sick that can't go visit they people in the hospital because everything that's going on. So it's stressful, you know what I mean? Right.
Everything that's going on is not traditional for what we know. So it's definitely a turnaround. We definitely learning as we go on. Nobody knows nobody got the answers. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. Nobody knows how long this is going to last. So we just got to all, stick together and try to get through this shit, Whether it's family, whether it's friends, whoever you rock with them. Try to get through this shit, because shit is stressful for everybody. You got somebody that's going through something, try to be there for them, try to, ask and see, just check up on them, see, anybody, somebody you ain't speak to in a while, check up on them, man. Right. See how they doing mentally, physically. You got to go see them. They ain't picking up the phone, somebody you going through something with, man. You love them, check up on them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody going through something.
Right. True. So that was another trial version of the No Need to Debate podcast. OD excited about this episode. Shit was lit. It's the first time that I've actually been able to have a conversation that flow and like you gained something out of the conversation. Definitely didn't intend for the shit to be this long, but when you are having a conversation about, valid shit, shit that's substantial, that's just what happens. So I don't know. I feel like you could be a co-host. I feel like you could be a co-host.
I mean, we could definitely do this. Yeah, we could definitely do this. And I'm saying we could definitely get a lot of points across. I'm saying even if it's not strong points, it could just point of views, not really just point of views and different perspectives and
on how we're taking shit in. Everybody's receiving shit, and the best way to get over what's going on in your mind is to actually just express what's going on. And sometimes we may look at people for their opinions, but maybe this is their outlet, this is their way of getting shit across, this is their way of dealing with their emotions, and a lot of times we don't deal with our emotions. So being able to deal with that, speak on what we feel, as long as it's not being malicious and shit like that, it is what it is.
No matter what it's through, music, painting, whatever you want to do, whatever helps you, I'm saying, as an artist, I'm saying, I'm trying this again at 29 again, so it's never too late, whatever, even if I'm, whatever's in your heart, whatever you got there to do it, I'm saying, right. It's for a reason, you got that feeling for a reason, you'll never know unless you try, I'm saying, only way you won't make it is if you don't do it, I'm saying, that's the only way for sure, you just got to do what you love, find something you love, do it. And don't let nobody tell you it's too late. Don't nobody tell you you can't do it. If they don't like it, somebody gonna like it. If not, try to, see what you could do to make the best you could be. Be the best you could be. That shit. Don't worry about what nobody else doing. Don't try to keep up. I'm saying, because I'm like I said, I'm doing this again it feel fresh. It's the first time again. I'm older. Not too many people, you know what I'm saying? But, optimistic. You got to be optimistic. There's a lot of things in life is a calling for everybody. You just got to find out what it is. Channel that energy into that, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on in life, a lot of ways to make it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to step on nobody's toes to do it. You ain't got to snake nobody. You ain't got to do no grimy shit. You ain't got to do nothing but follow what you want. You know what I'm saying? Follow what's in your heart. Do what you got to do. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything else don't matter. Family, that's it. Family, friends, however you live your life, man, just do that. Try to move forward. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Love. That's it. Love, respect, peace. You know what I'm saying? And positive energy. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. We feel it's always going to be positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Always going to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Always positive energy. Never going to be no negative energy. You're never going to get that from him. You know what I'm saying? He definitely going to keep it going on.
You give what you put out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You give what you put definitely. Out. So it's definitely always going to be good vibes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we just want everybody to be safe. You know what I'm saying?
This is the No Need to Debate podcast. I don't know. You could call me Marco. You could call me Marc-Baze. You could, if you know me, you could call me what you call me. You feel me? I am who I am. This my cousin.
Yep.
It's Rome. It is what it is. I don't know. I think we found a co-host.
Yeah, I'll be here anytime. That's a fact. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna do this. We're gonna keep y'all interested. We're gonna have a lot of things to talk about. Definitely.
No Need to Debate, a podcast.